chat. Are you ready?
Oh, welcome to Thursday Gaming with my friend Dan. Dan, how you doing?
Hi. Good. Got done with work, and now I'm gonna have tiny little lizards run at you and hopefully not get murdered.
Well, I don't think poison works on bones and undead things, so
I'm poisoning your bones,
you can just
Scott.
write all those rules off, right?
No. Poison your bones.
What up, chat? We're playing WARCRY today. Dan is running the Hunters of Huanchi. Is it Chi or is it something?
I think it's Huanchi.
Huanchi. And I'm running my Soulblight Gravelords. We got a fully painted game of WARCRY for today with terrain and the models. This would be the second time I played WARCRY, probably like the third or fourth time you played it. So we're beginners, but I'm gonna have some fun.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to play in a narrative event earlier in the year, so got a few games in a row there and played the demo at Adepticon that Zambies and Jay ran, which was super fun.
Awesome.
Saw Zambies in the chat earlier. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I did too.
In the chat,
Yeah.
We got Huddleston, we got Just Lego, John Williams, Zambies, Mike Genie, Crazy Vasey, and David Kratisberg. What up, y'all? Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Okay,
Sweet.
WARCRY, we'll start out with priority, right?
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, what
Initiative
scenario are we
phase.
playing?
So we are playing Treasure Hunters. So we have 5 objectives placed around the board. So I have little circular markers placed down there, so we can actually pick up treasure.
Give us a top down, Evan.
Yeah. Get that sweet, sweet top down. So yeah, we have 5 spots. A couple of them are, I think, underneath a little bit of the ruins, but we have the 5 little markers there. And essentially the goal is to grab those and live.
Okay.
Which may or may not be easier said than done.
Right, and so the thing is by the end of round 5, the person who is holding the most treasure markers wins the games.
Yep.
You don't need to be holding them for multiple rounds. It's just at the end you want to grab some.
Yep.
They don't impede the characters at all, right? Or they move. They slow them down by
movement.
2 inches.
Yep.
Got you.
Which I think will affect me more than you, because my movement for a lot of guys is fast,
Yeah.
and then suddenly it goes to not fast.
Yeah. Whenever you can, Evan, can you zoom in so it's just the.
People want to see your cards so they can see you right.
Yeah, but they care the minis. They care about the minis more than they do. But
The sweet, sweet.
They can't see the minis.
I know. But let's just zoom in.
It's pretty straight too.
That's fair. And then we do have a twist for this. I picked one just off of, I looked up some match play kind of suggested ones, and wanted one that would be like potential impact without just like completely breaking the game. There's a couple of them that looked completely breaking the game. I did still roll for it, and what we got was Creature in the Dark. Something lurks in the shadows beyond, stalking your warriors and waiting to strike. At the start of the combat phase, starting with the player with the initiative, each player can pick one enemy fighter that is more than 3 inches from all other fighters. Each time a fighter is picked, roll a dice and add 1 to the roll. If that fighter is more than 6 inches from all other fighters, on a 1 to 5, nothing happens. On a 6+, that fighter is taken down. So it could potentially just wipe people out. It's still, you need a 6+, or 5+ if someone's real off on their own. But
Have you played Warhammer?
I played in multiple campaigns. I actually finally got an actual physical rule book from a buddy earlier this year, and that might be, I might be playing one miniatures game at Adepticon, or at Gen Con, and it might be more time. I'm trying to convince my buddy that works for KDM to, we've known each other for like 7 years and never played games, so I'm just like, we should play something. And he's got a bunch of old fantasy stuff he's been kind of reviving, and I'm like, more time? Very Beer and Pretzels, like, basically plays a lot like Frostgrave, where it's very Beer and Pretzels. You can have crazy shenanigans like, you know, a goblin with a blunderbuss that'll take out half as many of my goblins as it will your models.
Okay.
But it's also very chaotic and fun.
Okay. Cool. All right, so the first phase in WARCRY is initiative.
Yep.
Right? That's also bundled with rolling our destiny dice to see how many things we can do in the turn. Should we roll this in the dice box? Yeah, why don't we do that? You go first, I'll go second.
So,
Okay. Starting out with a cheeky triple.
a triple and a double.
Nice.
So, and 1 single. And then, so I will set them on the board for right now. And then you do get 1 wild dice. So you can use that to change something. And it's after initiative has been determined, you spend your wild dice. So right now, I only have 1 single for determining initiative. So depending on what you roll, if you roll more than not 1 single, you will have initiative.
Okay. Okay, so now I go. And it looks like I got 1 double and 4 singles.
I think you got initiative.
I think I did get initiative. The singles don't do anything for you, right?
They do not.
Okay.
So basically, only the paired up dice kind of give you abilities. So you will have initiative. So for initiative, I'm trying to remember. Yes.
If anyone wants the STL to print that dashboard, hit me up in Discord. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Rufus.
And I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, with initiative, you do get to choose. That was the one thing I always kind of forget, whether you choose or if you have to take. But you get to choose who gets to go first.
Okay.
So you will have the initiative. And then if you're going to place your stuff on the board, and then I believe it's starting with you, you choose to use your wild dice.
Okay.
First declares how they will use. Yep. So you will use your wild dice first. So whether you want to use that 1 wild dice to make a single into another double, so you can do your double ability potentially twice in the turn, or you can make your double into a triple.
I don't think I need to do that. I'm going to save my wild dice for the turn, and you can accrue wild dice up to 2.
Yep.
You said earlier, yeah. And so I can possibly have 2 wild dice next turn.
You can accrue them as many as you have, but if you don't spend them by the 4th game turn, they're just kind of...
Of course. Okay, and this goes to 5 rounds. So the 5th round, I can't accumulate up until then.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I will elect to not do it. I feel like a wild die is probably better to use to amp up a good situation like this, as opposed to salvaging a terrible situation.
Yep.
And also, a lot of my things are deal with like me already having wounds. So I can like siphon health from you and do stuff like that. So I don't need to do that yet. So I will not use my destiny dice. How about you?
I think I will save mine as well. Yeah, and Zambi specified you can carry it until the last round. Yep. So yeah, basically last round is your last chance to use it. So
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you will have initiative. You will choose whether you want to go first or second.
Yeah, I think considering you have more models and activations than I do, I'll have you go first.
Okay.
And then why don't we run down the lists briefly, because in WARCRY you can write lists. It's not like in Underworlds where you have a pre-constructed thing.
Yep.
So what do you got on your team?
Mine is pretty out of the box. I made a couple of choices, basically whether or not to have guys with blowpipes or not blowpipes. Because almost every one of the models that kind of have a blowpipe could also otherwise have a melee weapon. Okay. But so I basically went with, so my dagger is my leader, who's got melee weapons. So basically this whole bunch is 2 characters and 2 melee dudes. So I have 2 of just the basic little skinks with melee weapons, the leader, and then the, I forget, the Fangs of Huanchi, I think he's called. But he is kind of the big heavy hitter, kind of like the mini champion of the warband. Okay. And he has an actually pretty okay melee, or melee and ranged. So he has a melee and ranged throwing
the middle guy. Oh,
yeah.
That guy.
So this guy with the skull has that. The leader is this guy with the big neck beard.
And the hat, is it the one with the hat?
Yeah. And then I have 3 of the pterodons, and then the character with the horn that can call them down. And their whole big shtick is if he ends within, I believe it's 9 inches. Yeah. And he can call down one of the beasts to make a free move, and then it's a triple. Essentially, whatever that number on the triple is, if I end within an inch of one of your fighters, I do that amount as damage.
Okay, cool.
So essentially like a free extra move with one of the pterodons, and I get to deal damage at the end. And then I have 5 more of the little dudes with blowpipes and hats.
All right, cool. For my 3 groups, because in WARCRY you have to split up your army into the dagger, shield, and hammer, and then they kind of, that determines how they deploy when they come into the game. For my dagger, I have a Vampire Lord, supported by 2 Grave Guards with shields and swords. Can you do the 2-handed weapons in this
You
version?
can.
Okay.
Two-handed weapons So basically give you, I believe it's extra damage, and then it's a higher strength. With this, I didn't think the extra strength would really matter. All my stuff is basically toughness 2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
So you're already, it was extra
you.
points, and I figured that'd be a little bit of redundancy.
Yeah.
The extra damage may have been beneficial because I think they're like a 2/4 profile.
Okay.
But you can take them, and from what I've seen, we have a local play group that one of the guys is playing Undead. I think it's the guy that organizes it actually is playing Undead, and yeah, he's been testing out a couple of the, because you can take the Underworld's warbands. He's been testing out some of that stuff with like Graveguard and stuff, and they sound like they're pretty spectacular.
Okay.
Or pretty consistent, I should say.
Okay. For my shields, I have a Necromancer and 2 more Graveguard. And then for my hammer, I have 2 Blood Knights. So that is my list. And let's get into round number 1, or activation number 1 of round 1.
Sweet. And you chose me to go first. So I will start. Basically, you have 4 different actions you can take: move, attack, disengage, and wait. Nobody is engaged, so disengage is kind of moot. And a lot of the first turn is a little bit of kind of just run around, see what happens. So I think I will start by moving.
Scott asked me if I've been playing my Blood Angel. Scott, I would if I had that army. Unfortunately, you sold it to someone.
Salt is real.
How could you?
That's Scott 112508.
Yeah, that's the fucking one.
Unbelievable.
I will move this little guy here, and he will grab this objective, which is a little tiny vial. It's that treasure. It's a tiny vial.
Cute.
So that is a single move, and then I will. You know what? I will climb up. I will move back and just kind of climb up here. Which I don't know if that is a great idea. So he will kind of climb up there.
Okay. And that was your turn, right?
Yep. And I will put. I got the little activation markers. Pow.
Pow. All right, cool. Just a little. Okay, so then ranged dudes, Javelin Man, and the guys coming in are probably ranged as well.
So these are ranged. These 2 do not actually have a range.
Okay.
So those 2 and the leader don't have ranged. They are specifically melee here.
Just this dude has.
He has ranged, and these 5.
Cool. And is it all 3 to 7 like most profiles I've seen, or?
It is like as far as range for the
for the range attack.
it is actually the blowpipes are a little lower. They're 6, 2 attacks, strength 1, 1, 2. So it's bleed you dry kind of.
Okay.
The other thing to be warned is my envenomed weapons, because I'm gonna poison your bones. And it's for a double, any of my character or any of my warband can add 1 to the damage allocated by each hit and critical hit from the next attack action made by this fighter. This activation.
Just a little damage amp.
So basically, potential to get an extra damage per shot.
Okay. And then I have a double to expend. The only one that's useful to me right now is the Shambling Horde, which allows me to move again. And I'm not sure how useful that will be. Well, it will be useful for this back unit to kind of get up to this front here. So we'll
So what's the range on most of your guys? 3-inch normal?
3-inch, yeah. So I was thinking of double moving here. I just didn't want to walk into being shot at, but I don't think that's gonna.
There's not much other than him. He could potentially. And the other thing to be wary of is the Pterodon's ability with a triple. Wouldn't do a bunch this turn because I only got a 2 for my triple. But basically, after they've moved, the Pterodons have moved. When I move him, if he ends within 9, they get a free move, which is they have a 10-inch move. And then if they end within that 1 inch of you, they just swoop down and peck your bones.
Peck my bones. Doesn't sound very nice.
Sounds real rude.
All right, we're gonna double move, and we're gonna stick my little sword through that window.
Sambuse says, friendly tip, you can measure at any time during the game, even when it's not your turn.
Sweet.
So you
Is there some games that don't allow that?
Yeah. Well,
What games?
There used to be no pre-measuring at all of any kind in Warhammer, right?
In fantasy, like
Yeah.
15
Fantasy
years
and
ago.
40K
Commit,
used
baby.
to also, yeah.
Hey, fantasy's coming back.
And that rule is coming back too, isn't it?
I hope not.
There were some people that were insane with guessing their cannon ranges and just could like
Dude, you just cheated.
73 inches.
Yeah, 40K apparently didn't allow it previously,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, what I did was I put my army book on the side of the board, and I knew my army book was 11 inches, and so then I could just tell. But also, you just know. It's like, okay, if it's 24 inches, we deploy 10 inches up, where 14 inches apart, so and so and so and so. Easy math.
Yeah.
See, what you do is you
It's
get
the stupidest rule.
you get a sextant, and then you're
A sexton?
sextant. You know, the thing that you measure the stars with to navigate a boat?
Yeah.
Because it measures angles.
Okay.
So then you set that up on the side of the table, and you're not measuring. You just happen to know exactly what the azimuth sweep is at any given point on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You just wanted to say sextant, didn't you?
It kind of.
Yeah. I fucking knew it.
Also, Rufus was asking, oh my god, it went away. Did I miss the intro where they said where the cool terrain came from? The terrain came from, this is actually Lord of the Rings terrain. It's some of the Osgiliath ruins, which are great, which the gentleman who runs our Lord of the Rings stuff at the store painted this for the store. And then a bunch of the mat, and then all the destroyed trees are from Monster Fight Club, actually. I was very happy. I picked up some of their pre-painted little like ruined trees just to see them, and they have really nice double-sided mats that fit what I wanted.
I love the double-sided mats.
Yeah, and they're both like different frozen things,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
fits me trying to get at least like an entire ice board.
This is gonna feel very similar to playing Soulblight Gravelords in real Age of Sigmar, because I have 0 ranged and I have to basically jockey around a lot until I can actually make a move that hurts somebody instead of just getting like shot at. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of shooting, but that's
I have a
what it
lot
feels
of
like.
shooting.
Well, sorry,
but-
in the group that's not on the board, you
Yeah.
do. At the moment, not so much.
Yeah, just
So
two
now's your
shooting.
chance. Run.
Yeah. Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
All right, my Vampy Vamp, not my Vamp, my Necro with the ranged attack. He's not going to be able to shoot this turn because he started on the board edge. So maybe he should just move up now. But he's got faster move, right? Yeah, he can move 4 inches.
So one thing to keep in mind too with his ability for Van Hel, was Van Hel's a double or triple for the X?
Von Hell's is a quad.
It's a quad. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Because that was the one that did the extra move, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then I need to be within, also to do my Shambling Horde, I need to be within 6 inches of a character. Is that at any point during my activation, or is that in the beginning?
So for your character that's giving the thing,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
any point during his activation he can use that ability,
Oh.
and then that kind of carries over. So if
Mountain
you have
Gamings wants to know if you're using any of the terrain cards, by the way.
Nope.
no,
No terrain cards.
What turn cards?
just because none of this fit the terrain cards.
Yeah, this,
This is differing.
the last time we played Warcry, the terrain was predetermined. This one
box
is a
set.
Warcry scenario, but there is no terrain.
Yep.
Okay. I will use my double, and then I don't have to like use it immediately, right? Like, sorry, this is like the Shambling Horde thing. That this fighter can make a bonus move action. I don't have to make that bonus move action right now, right? What I want to do is this. I want to hightail it over to here. This seems silly. Why would I do this?
So basically, you would measure whenever that model that you're wanting to have do the Shambling Horde.
Yeah.
You would measure it at that point.
Okay. I want this guy to do Shambling Horde.
So you would probably want to move that guy first or activate that guy first. Because he is the one using the ability.
Okay. All right, I'll do that first. So I'll consume my double that I rolled at the beginning of the turn, and my dudes have a move of 3 inches, and so I can move 9 inches now because I can move 3 times effectively. So I'll move up to the glowing crystal.
Because yeah, if you would have moved the other dude first and you'd have moved outside of that 6 and you wouldn't have been able to get into that potentially, you could have stuck yourself there and then he'd have just been like, away.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't know like at what point you can give
So
the
since-
thing to the person and when they
Yeah.
can use it and all that stuff.
So with this, it says a fighter can only use this ability if they're within 6 inches. So basically, whenever you would want that model to make that move, they would get to choose to use that ability then.
Yeah. People asking about why are we on YouTube and stuff. And then are we sticking to YouTube? Yeah, we're gonna stick to YouTube for a month. Just trying it out for a number of things. Metrics in terms of like viewership. I'm curious if YouTube has good discovery algorithms for live streams. Like Twitch is non-existent, but I wonder if people will just like find the stream just like from browsing YouTube that don't know who I am, or maybe they've watched a couple of videos, the stream shows up. And also convenience for us, like if it's nice to stream on YouTube, how it compares to streaming on Twitch, et cetera, et cetera.
Sweet. Also, I agree with the chat. Your model fell off the board. It's dead,
It
right?
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
when the ruler clipped it, yeah.
You threw him off the board. He's
Okay,
dead.
as long as
Pretty sure
poison
that's
doesn't
in
work on
the rulebook.
undead.
Yeah. So he'll move here. And
They went to get snacks. Yes, Sammies.
he'll move. Grab
So
the objective.
Dan's going for the strategy of picking up the treasure now.
Yep. I don't know if this is a great strategy.
The
Especially
strategy
since
is it's mine.
I'm closer.
It's mine.
I keep it.
Yes, bring it to me. No, I just figured that I don't want to hold it because it's a liability and it slows me down. And
Does
if I
slow
have
you down.
2 cavalry dudes and you have 2 flying dudes, you can just go and swipe it up.
Green flying dude. The flying dudes can't grab it. That's the one thing.
Oh.
They cannot grab it. I don't.
But your guys move pretty fast, right?
Yeah, my guys move. Most of my guys have a move of 6. So if I use that +1 with a double for movement, suddenly they're moving.
Yeah. So
Eight?
I feel like, especially in your situation where you have so many bodies, you're gonna have people that aren't engaged in combat, and you can just double move in turn 5 and grab that shit right away.
Yeah.
And you never bring it to me. That's what I'm thinking, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, so you activated and you ran a dude up, you grabbed this treasure, and then he popped over the ledge. Okay, that's your leader, right?
That is not. Leader is he.
Oh, you have multiple hatted lizardmen.
All of them almost have hats. Actually, all the lizard men have hats. The pterodons don't. I couldn't figure out a good way to put hats on pterodons.
To give them like a little like birthday cone with string.
Little dunce cap.
Yeah, they got like kind of heads like that already.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving my slow and dumb skeletons.
Also, Rufus said, cavalry in Warcry seems like a disadvantage. It kind of does. Partly I went for the cavalry because I knew Scott would probably want to play Blood Knights if he could.
Always. I always put Blood Knights. Huge disadvantage. How is it huge?
Well, because cavalry's big.
Yeah.
Big.
Is it? Why would it be huge, Rufus? Tell me why. I'm a Warcry baby. Have I played much MCP? Just saw it on your shelf. Probably my favorite skirmish game. I played it one time, and it was all right.
We'll play it again.
I think the thing for me is
Evan's hoping to God and
That's
play it
happening.
again.
I'm holding Scott to his promise.
that's fine. We can play again. My issue with MCP is just theming. I'm not like super into superheroes. I mean, like I am, but I don't know. I'm a hipster. So I don't really like mainstream Marvel superheroes, and theming is so important for me in a game. Like
He just wants Morbius.
that's what I want. I want Morbius, and that's it. I want an army that's Morbius, Blade, and the rest of that crew. Who's the Midnight Crew? What is it called?
Something like that.
Jack
Midnight
Reacher?
Suns.
Midnight Suns. Yeah.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's in it. Yeah, I want Moon Knight. Yeah, I want all the baddies.
You have Moon Knight, right?
I don't.
No, because I kept the Moon Knight
That was-
from the.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I gave
God,
him
Dan
the blade.
is such a racist.
Yeah, I gave him the blade and I painted up Moon Knight for a buddy back home who is slowly trying to collect one of every main Moon Knight title comic, which got very expensive once the show came out. So luckily he's been doing that since we were in high school.
Okay.
Otherwise, that'd be rough.
The thing about Warcry is victory conditions. Some warbands are great for smashing, but suck for grab and run. So everyone has strengths and weaknesses. Thank you, Zambies.
Yeah, so like your guys, your cavalry won't be able to get up onto the buildings. So if I wanted to just be a little snot bag, I'd just climb up on the buildings and say, "Come get me from the Alamo." But
Yeah, and then the knight is like, I'm tall enough.
and then the
Stabs.
vampire just
That's
walks
worse.
up and goes, "No." I'm gonna be aggressive.
Aggressive.
He is gonna move up to the barricade here, and then he is going to. He should be within 8 inches of him. So he's gonna take one of his little javelins, and he's just gonna ka-ka. hope for first blood.
Go for it.
And he has
So this uses typical Warhammer Fantasy strength toughness comparisons, right?
a little bit. It's not typical. It's basically if you are trying to remember. If you're equal, it's a 4+. If you are higher
Excellent.
toughness than my strength, it is a 5+.
If you're higher strength-wise, it's 3+.
Yep.
1 higher, and then 2 higher. It never goes to a 2-up, right?
Never goes to a 2-up,
Okay,
and
okay.
never goes to a 6, because a 6 is always a critical.
Okay.
So most of my blowpipes, I'm basically going to be shooting for 5s and 6s.
is there some idea of cover in this game or no?
There is. So since your guys kind of hunkered in the building, basically what it says for cover is essentially during the attack action, you determine whether the model is in cover. I mean, your guy's literally just like in the building, hiding behind the ruins.
He's
so
peeking through the window.
yeah, he's peeking through the window, just giving a little bony middle finger. So I'm going to throw my javelins. What's your toughness on your Graveguard?
My Graveguard toughness is 4.
So my strength, so whopping 3. So for kicks and giggles, do I want to do it? Yeah. So 3 to 4, basically, I'm going to need 5s or 6s.
Green Mountain Models. I don't know if KO is pretty toxic in Warcry, but Zambies might know.
Yeah, Zambies would probably know. It seems like Zambies got a really good grasp on like the competitive-ish meta. Like has knowledge of the meta, even if she's not playing in the competitive meta. I know Alex from our AOS league went to that narrative event. He did very well with a cities list that was just like witch hunters and gunline stuff, and it was apparently very scary.
That's good.
So I'm going to roll my 2 attacks.
Got nope.
5 and a 6. Oh Jesus.
So sixes are crits, or how do you determine
crit.
crits?
6 is a crit.
So you always 6 is always a crit, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's how you determine it. Okay, cool.
Yep. And I should have used my double for envenomed weapons.
Too late now.
Added +1. Oh no, yeah. But that is still going to be way more than I thought. That is a 4 for a critical and a 1 for a regular. So you will take 5 damage.
Do I roll armor or something like that?
There is no armor. It's basically just I'm rolling my strength versus your toughness. If that goes through, it's a wound.
Okay. I don't know how I will keep track of which dude is which guy on the field. I'll just do this.
Yeah, I would just put the 5 next to the model. So that's where those markers come in handy. I also have D20s for like your characters, since your characters will probably have decent-sized wounds. Yeah.
Okay. Homie took a spear to the face.
Yep.
Ooh!
Cover is tough, +1 toughness, right?
Yep.
I think it doesn't matter. It
doesn't matter because I'm always I'm still always wounding on 5s with I think literally all of my weapons.
It's got a lot of low strength. I have
Yeah.
pretty decent toughness.
Low strength, saturation. I think if you had skeletons, it would maybe matter.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, that was my activation.
It was a good one.
It was much better than I anticipated,
Well
honestly.
done. Hey, you could have done much better. You could have rolled 2 6s.
Yeah, that's true.
I could have.
You could.
That's where the doubles for the envenom weapons would have added 2 more damage to that, because it had been 1 to each of the hits that went through.
Dan is such a noob. Could have double 6 crit.
Travel Cedric says, so far the biggest pro with YouTube for me is being able to stream it on my TV. Scott and Dan look much better on a 55-inch screen. That's fun.
It's actually kind of nice, yeah. That's one thing I always forget about Twitch is my Roku TV does not have Twitch on it.
Yeah, I kind of always forget this, being the kind of person who has a home theater PC where it's just a computer attached to my TV. I can do anything I can on a computer. But it is nice to have like apps for dedicated things.
All right, Jeff Bezos.
I actually hate apps.
Fun fact.
I hate the way that I hate how media is going right now, but we don't need to talk about that right now. I need to activate something, and I want to activate my Necro, but I feel like I'm not gonna be able to hit someone. Let's see here, 4 and then 7 for a range. Nope. So we'll just move twice. We'll just around this building. I can move through people, I assume. My own dudes.
That's weird, so.
That's not right.
All right, activated my Necro. Double move. Let's go. Oomph, got myself handed with 2 mounted. With 2 mounted in the Adepticon tournament since they were able to go up them stairs.
I'm assuming weren't able to go up the stairs. That's what they're...
Yeah, it's just I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, I'm assuming something about going upstairs with knights and stuff. And
mounted, yeah.
Stuff.
And for future, apparently you can't move through other
Okay.
models.
I
I thought it was just enemies. Oh no, end of the world.
I'll move back a little bit, like I moved around him.
I don't know how aggressive I am. This is a question.
Dude, running down mid.
It's really tempting. Last time I did that, though, I played against Pat and I ran my Pterodons right up, and then they proceeded to just Jade Obelisk, just no. And just turn 2, I had 0 Pterodons left.
Mounts can climb up stair on platforms. We have these logs that are leaning up against our like broken platforms that are supposed to be ladders or whatever ways to get up. Because it just seems like a fun thing to do.
So he's just gonna move the once. Technically, he would use a wait action. It doesn't matter because it's his second action. So it basically is just I just want to move him the once. Seems fine.
Okay. Okay. I'm cognizant of the fact that my Blood Knights are gonna come right over here next round, and I feel like at the moment Dan is setting up to eat them.
There. So you
am I wrong about that?
You are.
Am I over there?
This side.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is actually kind of nice.
Setting to kind of. Yeah. I can be here, which you can't get to with your knights, but they don't have ranged weapons, so they can't just sit there and shoot you. So all my range will be coming in on this side, if that matters for what your strategy entails.
I feel like a lot of my things rely on me being nearby my homies.
They do. A lot of your abilities really want you to clump around your characters.
Yeah, so I feel like I should be standing around people. Oh, and there's other things I can do. Oh, these are the generic things. Add 1 to the move characteristic. All right, cool. And then what are the actions that a character can do? They can move, they can attack, what else can they do?
It is move, attack, disengage, and wait.
Okay.
And wait only really makes a difference if it's your first action. Basically means you're essentially passing, waiting to see what the opponent does, and then you get 1 action after that.
Okay. Okay, I was thinking of being cheeky and going around the building and stuff like that, but if I can't engage you next turn, that is bad. And so I need to be able to engage you. All right, so I need to be within 5 inches of you effectively at the end of the turn, so then I can charge you and whatnot.
Oh yeah, and react is technically another action. It's essentially in response to, so if you have not activated or if you took a wait action, so you have 1 more action left and you go to hit a model that is in waiting, that also makes a difference.
Is this homie ranged?
He does. He has
What's the range in his shit?
6?
What's his movement?
He is 6.
All right, cool. I'm in a perfect spot.
Trying to stay out of my range.
Yes. I'm gonna give you free shots. Man,
How many wounds does your vampire have?
1,000,000. No, 25.
It's a million compared to my dude.
Is that a lot for WARCRY? I don't know if that's a lot.
It's enough. It's not as crazy as there was a person playing ogres and they had the ogre on the big, it was like the Forge World Mornfang thing. And it was like,
You could bring that thing in WARCRY?
he had 3 models. He had 3, Alex David was the only person that took him out.
Okay.
Only person that removed whole models in
job,
any
Alex
of his
Davey.
games. Yeah, it was a little bit bonkers. How many models do you have left to activate? Just the 1?
Yep, just 1. The vampire's heroes control the rest of the chaff. Yes, indeed. Surely getting horses upstairs isn't the issue. It's getting them down. Or is that the cows? I feel like I
think
remember.
that's cows, yeah.
Yeah. You are not backseat gaming, Zambies. We're asking questions and you are answering them.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally fine. You can bring Vanguard in WARCRY. That makes sense. Archeon's chosen. Just going on a little routine scouting mission.
I was gonna say, to be fair, technically I think the fluff for WARCRY was essentially, it was people trying out, like why it was chaos only was it was in the Varen Spire and it was like people trying out essentially for being Varen, like the next Varen Guard.
Pick me.
America's top Varen Guard.
Varen Guard Gladiators?
Yeah, essentially. I think that's why it was, what was it, Iron Golems and then the other ones?
Dude.
The Beastie Boys.
American. What is that? Is it called? American Ninja? American Ninja
Warrior.
That is a obstacle course running thing that everyone knows about. But have you ever seen Ultimate Beastmaster?
Ultimate Beastmaster.
That one is so much better than American Ninja. American Ninja Warrior.
I think.
I don't know if
American Ninja.
American Ninja Warrior.
That's a different thing. American Ninja is amazing. A feature film.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that one.
So the other thing to keep in mind too is you don't necessarily want too many people standing alone because there's the chance of that 6 up, they go away.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And you have nothing left to activate, right?
Correct.
So I just have one more activation right now than you. So I will use my double.
Oh, I forgot these things.
To get the extra move.
Shit.
So I will be
Whoops.
now close enough to pew pew with my tiny little blowgun. And since it's going away anyways, I think I will use another ability if I am allowed to. That is one thing I just need to make sure that I'm not cheesing. Can use one ability. Okay. So I can't use the second ability. Womp womp.
Hey. What up, Amps? My wife's in the chat. We just had our 10-year anniversary yesterday. Shout out Amber. We are testing out YouTube, Amps, for a month. Are you at home? Why are you on chat? Shouldn't you be hanging out with someone right now?
YouTube's discoverability is working.
My wife found us.
Actually, do I want to use that for the extra inch?
You need it if you want to shoot.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I want to call a pterodon down instead.
Oh!
I don't know if that's a bit. How many wounds are left on that one dude? There what, 8 wounds?
Did I not eat dinner? No, I had like 40 minutes, and pizza takes longer than that.
You got 10 wounds, so that guy's only like half dead.
Yeah, he's got 5
Yeah,
wounds.
you know what? He's still gonna use that double, and he is gonna take pot shots at you.
All right.
Thump, thump. That's out of the box. That is a critical. Okay.
That's not a 1?
That's a 6.
Okay.
So a 6 and a 4. So the 6, my whopping critical, 2 damage.
Okay. Reasonable.
Sweet. And that is my last activation.
Very nice. All right, so we'll clear the activation symbols.
We'll clear the activation, and we'll clear these.
When do the other units come up?
So they will come on during the reserve phase. So basically, we will roll initiative, and then we will, if I can talk and do things at the same time. So we will roll for initiative, and then we'll do the whole process of figuring out with our wild dice, etc., and then it comes to the reserve phase. So that is when those models are placed.
Okay. Zambi's also 14-year anniversary recently. Congratulations.
Oh, geez. Congrats, Zambi.
You can use one ability. Okay, nice. Okay. Thank you, Raymond. All right. So we are now into turn number 2.
No, we're not quite into it yet. First, we have to officially flashbang everything.
Oh, close your eyes. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Turn 2. All right, let's do our initiative. Dan, would you do the honors? Rolling your 6 dice.
My 6 dice first. So now we have 2 wild dice to choose from.
Ooh.
That is double.
Double trouble.
Double. So I have a double 5, a double 4, 3, and a 2.
3 and 2. Okay, let's see what I get from my dice pool.
So right now, as far as initiative, I have 2.
Let's go. I got a triple, but it's a bunch of fucking ones.
This is fine.
And then I think I won Prio, because I have more singles than you.
So you have Prio. So you will choose whether or not... and the other thing with priority, too, seizing the initiative. Once both players have declared how they will use their wild dice, count the number of single players. So you can use a wild dice to create a single as well. So you can potentially... You will declare yours first, but... The thing is, if you start with more singles, it'd be hard to kind of beat you for singles.
Okay.
Unless I'm way ahead on wild dice.
Okay.
So I can kind of steal the initiative and kind of win Prio from you, potentially.
If you choose, yeah.
If I choose to.
Okay, I need to think about what I want to do.
That's wild, man.
I'm looking at my abilities.
Real wild.
that don't rely on the value of the die roll because it's a shitty roll. And the one that I'm seeing right now is Crimson Feast, which is really nice. That doesn't rely on the roll, just amps the damage flat. But I need to be within 6 inches of people. Which is going to be challenging. Okay.
Well, you can go back and forth and steal it back and forth.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I want priority. No.
It's my priority. Mom said I had the priority tonight.
All right. I am going to... Do I want the quad?
Your quad's, I don't think, relevant of what that number is, so a quad would probably be really good.
Yeah, it would be really good. The chosen champion relies on the die roll, but the other one doesn't. Oh no, yeah, they both rely on the value. So Von Hell's allows me to pick people up to the number of the value.
Does it? It's not just everyone within that range.
Yeah. So we're not gonna upgrade to the quads, that's useless. We'll stay at the triple because it's really nice. And the question is, do I want to double? And the answer is probably no, because Shambling Horde seems kind of silly.
Also Rampage, the generic quad too.
Oh yeah. Generic quad. Just try to make a bonus move action. Then they can make a bonus attack action. Oh my god!
It says you can use Rampage for a quad.
Yes. Thank you. Actually, maybe the Shambling Horde would be useful just to get some of my homies into the fight because they are behind. Yeah. I will. I'm gonna withhold. I'm not gonna use any Destiny dice or any wild dice.
Any wild dice?
Okay. I'm gonna bank it one more time, maybe.
I'm gonna try something.
Try it.
Because I just thought of an idea.
Do it.
So I'm gonna use your triple. So my two triples, just so you know what they are, hurled bolas, which my leader can use. Basically, it kind of ties up someone. Potentially, I still have to like roll for it, which doesn't seem that great. But the big one is Call of the Hunt. Pick a friendly fighter with Hunters of Huanchi and Beast. So basically, I'd activate this guy.
Okay.
And then if one of those three is within 9 inches, they get a free move. So 10-inch move. If they end within an inch of you, they deal that amount of damage.
Fantastic.
So they can do 5 straight.
You can do this with one bird.
With one bird.
Okay.
And I can technically do it twice.
Why?
So if I activate him and do a wait action, I can still use an ability, and then I can activate him later and use the same ability if the qualifications
I thought
are
once
met.
you use the triple, it gets consumed.
If I make another triple.
Oh.
So I do have the option to make another triple still.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
And you're using none of your wild dice?
No, sir.
Ooh. Actually, I am going to make another triple. So I'll make another 4.
Okay.
And since you still have initiative, I'm just going to use these dice. Because the other option I have is Bellow of the Carnosaur. So Mr. Skull Hat here has one that's a triple as well. Pick an enemy fighter within 6. Until the end of the battle round, subtract 1 from the move characteristic of that enemy fighter to a minimum of 1, and subtract 1 from the damage points allocated by each hit. So I basically could potentially, like your Vampire or one of your Graveguard, I could basically make you deal 1 less damage per hit and move 1 less.
Okay.
So I have options.
That's good.
So you will have initiative, so you'll get to choose who goes first.
This is challenging because you have ranged, and so there's no impetus for you to move toward me. If I give you initiative, you'll just stand there and throw something at me, and then I'll have to go. And so I should take initiative, but the problem is that I have to move toward you to do that, and my army is slow. And so what is going to happen is I'm going to move into you. Every single one of your guys is going to be able to do something, and half of my dudes will do something. So I'm in a pickle right now. But
we do still have to bring in our reserves as well before you fully have to commit to a decision.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing to keep in mind too, my guys do mostly 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 for my damages.
Sure.
So not huge damage. So while I will be able to hit you a bunch potentially, it's death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay.
Is how this warband.
I mean, your first attack of this game did half the health of my graveyard.
That is true. That was bonkers.
I mean, it was 1 crit and 1 hit. I wouldn't call that
that's
bonkers.
That's
but
fine.
I don't care. That is the issue right now strategically. I need to think about how I want to play this, and I think maybe what I should have done in hindsight is just moved this way.
Because your reinforcements are going to come in this way.
Yeah, but also that's definitely it. But then I don't think I'd be able to attack even in the second round really, which is challenging. So I think I want to just fucking send it with the Vampire Lord, but the problem, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get in here with these homies. Oh God, what am I doing?
Can't shoot into battle. According to
They can. My guys can. If your only, it's something where it's like if your only profile is ranged, you can shoot into range. Where is that? Because I think that was an FAQ, because this entire warband, the majority of them have only ranged weapons.
Okay.
So I have to be within, I think I still have to be within 6 inches, so I have to be not quite in engagement range, but staying near it. There might be within 3 inches.
So, okay, so I'll go first. I'll make that choice. And now the shit comes on, now the dudes.
So that's why I was saying you don't have to make the decision yet. We bring our dudes on first.
And they just come on the board edge, right?
Mm-hmm. So it is within, I believe it's within 3 inches of each other from the point you pick on the board edge.
The models have to be within 3 inches of each other?
Yep.
But the bases have to be on the edge.
So it has to be within,
Oh, okay.
you just have to be within
3 inches and don't have a minimum range on their attacks.
Oh, within 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not, it's pretty close to
Yeah.
it.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm talking about ranged attacks into melee. They can shoot in combat if they're within 3 inches and don't have a minimum range on their attacks. Most of the time.
Yeah, so you pick a point on the edge of the board, wholly within 3 inches horizontally of that deployment point. So basically, yeah, you just have to keep within 3 inches of that deployment point.
Okay.
Which also means my guys are also going to be real clumped
Clump.
as well.
Clumpage.
So many little dudes. Just little guys. Just little dudes.
Just tiny little men with hats.
Little tiny lizards with hats. Little guys. And you said you wanted to go first, you thinking?
I think I have to. I think giving you the turn just lets you shoot me. Let's see what I can do with these knights, perhaps.
What's their movement?
Oh, it's a measly 8 inches, unfortunately. It doesn't get me anywhere. Fuck. Oh. Man. Okay. Do I just send it with the vampire and just go nuts? So if I use Call of the Crimson Feast, that gives everyone 1 extra attack while they're within 6 inches of the fighter. That's just the entire round, right?
I believe so. Which one is it?
It's Call of the Crimson Feast. It's my triple.
Well, they're within 6 inches. Yep. So you call that when you activate the fighter that can call it, which is your Vampire Lord. So whenever he activates, you just call that at any point.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call the Crimson. Call the Crimson Feast. It's dinner time. I'm gonna move in and engage this Javelin Man.
Dinner time.
I'm not gonna stand on the log, but I'm like, I'm base to base with you.
The other question: do you want to pull the objective?
No.
Okay. Then we'll just say you kind of moved around it a little bit.
We'll just scoot it around.
Yeah.
So that's one of my actions is moving, and then my second one will be swinging. And I have 1 extra attack because of Call of the Crimson Feast. And
Hey, Dan, do you know what kit those trees came from?
They're the... I don't think it's from a kit. It's just like a bundle of trees, like fallen trees.
Winterfell forest trees?
I think so. I don't remember what they're called on the Monster Fight Club site.
That's the closest thing that I can find. That's just all like naked tree trunks and stuff. But it looks a little different. I don't know.
The tree on the map in the middle real terrain? Oh no, everything's fake. This is such a bad play. You're just gonna shoot me. You can shoot into combat with all these bulk up dudes.
Yes, but I have to be within 3 inches of you. So I have to move close to you to do it.
He can't stand out of reach and just pummel you forever.
Yeah.
I think the vampire was going to die this turn, but that is neither here nor there. But I think I need to do this, so it's okay. So I got 4 attacks normally. I get 5 because of Crimson Feast. I have a strength of 4, and I'm hitting the Javelin Man because he was so mean to my skeleton earlier. What's your toughness? I'm assuming it's 2.
Toughness, he's 3. I'm just determining one thing real quick. I'm just rereading the cover because I don't know. Someone was asking if that tree counts as cover, and now I'm trying to figure out if it.
I'm not doing a ranged attack though. I'm just hitting him from on top of the tree.
Oh yeah, because you're technically within ½ inch of me, then no. Because if you're attacking over the barricade, like if I was sitting within an inch, but not quite the ½ inch of him, I think you would technically get covered.
That's a thing in this game?
Yeah.
Cover in melee combat.
If the fighters are more than 1 inch away from each other, do not count parts of obstacles within ½ inch of the fighter making the attack.
Question, Dan. Do you need to be within a ½ inch to fight in combat?
No.
No.
Okay,
No, you
so
just have to be within.
There's this between greater than half an inch, between that and an inch?
I think melee can be up to 3 inches in this game.
All right.
I have,
so like your knights, if they have lances, have a 2-inch melee range.
Ooh.
I have like one guy in my warband that has a 3-inch attack.
Yeah.
My Blood Knights, apparently, they have the Templar blades, and so they have a range of 1 inch.
Yeah, I gave him the swords because the extra strength really didn't matter.
Right.
So.
All right, Vampire's going ham. He needs 3s with 5 dice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, that'll do it, donkey. All right, so I crit on 6, and I do 2 damage otherwise, so that is 12 damage. Boop. Squanch.
I was hoping you wouldn't quite kill him, because then I could use his reaction to just back away and then shoot you with him.
Well, his reaction in this case is to die.
His reaction is to die.
All right.
He says, man, that's a big hole.
I'm going to use my reaction for him to flail his corpse.
Okay.
Just goes full like ragdoll as you smack him just back across the battlefield.
All right, Dan, do your worst.
I think I'm going to try at least
rolls.
the one thing that I did mention. So I will use him to activate. I will choose to have him wait. So I'll put the timepiece. But as part of that initial thing, I can use an ability. So I will.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So I will call down.
All that's left is Dan.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. Don't put this evil on me, Ricky Bobby. So I will do 5 damage straight to your Vampire Lord.
All right.
So now, because that also puts me within melee range then. So that basically gets him a free move to smack you, and I'm hoping their melee isn't super huge, but I'm hoping getting to just sit there and just flap at you twice would maybe do a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah. So that was his. He basically didn't do an action. He just did the wait action and then just called down a bird.
Is there in this game, are there supporting ways to support characters in combat? Like if you are engaged with multiple people kind of thing?
That I always forget. Usually my stuff dies before I get to support. I don't believe any enemy fighters within 1 inch of the attacking. I don't believe so.
Okay.
And I don't think there's anything to do with supporting
How
stuff.
did I do this to myself? Seriously? I can't reach with my ranged profile on turn 2 either? This guy really should have been in the forward team.
What's his range? 3 and 7.
3 to 7, yeah.
I mean, you could move and then do that.
No, I
but
can't. I've already moved. This is my first move. It gets me there. Then I can't reach. So I will need to move again, unfortunately.
Oh, you already moved.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
What can you do? Oh. He's coming with. Beep.
He really wanted to join.
All right, your turn.
Papa, don't leave me.
Master, where are you going? Just gets tractor beamed up.
I'm gonna go with the pterodon because the last couple of times I've flown pterodons down at people, they have proceeded to immediately die. So I'm gonna go with it before it dies.
Raymond says there isn't, which is
There
weird.
isn't. Yeah, I
I'm
thought
assuming you're talking
not.
about attacking and supporting.
Yeah, supporting. So pterodon number 1's just gonna swing at you twice. So first attack, caw. Nothing. Second attack, right? Strength 3. I'm assuming more than toughness 3. Yeah, toughness 5.
Toughness 5, actually, yeah.
1. 1 damage.
1 damage.
Caw.
Caw.
You're at 8 damage and 25.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there, baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So I can't go up that log and just smash that guy in the face.
Not with the blood knight.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna move a bunch. Cause I can't reach you with anything, I don't think. We're gonna go maybe like over here. Just claw. I don't want to do that.
So now the only one on this half of the board with ranged is him.
Okay.
And since you are within 3 inches of him, I essentially have to shoot your Vampire Lord unless you move someone else within 3. So sticking just outside like that, he kind of keeps himself safe from.
I want to get shot.
You want to get shot?
I'd much rather you shoot my Graveguard than my Vampire.
Shoot me, daddy.
All right, I moved a guy twice.
And then did he move within an inch of that, or are you trying not to claim that?
I don't want to claim it. Yeah, I moved 3 inches. I don't want to lose 2 inches of my 3-inch move.
You can only go minimum 3, if that makes a difference.
Okay, then yeah, why would I pick it up?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll grab it.
Which also kind of incentivizes
mine.
me to try and kill him, but
Yeah,
also
I should be grabbing it. I thought I did.
that's why I figured I'd mention that it only does minimum 3.
Gotcha,
Him it
gotcha.
would affect a little bit more, but tough choices.
Yeah, what do you want to shoot? What does it feel like to have agency in this game? I don't know.
Yeah. So your guys, he won't be within an inch. So he's supposed to be about on the log there, you said?
Yeah, the vampire is on the log, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that would mean he would be within an inch or not. I would leave that call to you. Would you say that he would be within an inch of where he would be, or no?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So then he will just swing twice.
Okay.
He is the same thing, 1-3 for damage profile, 3 attacks, strength 3. 1 and 1. So 2 more damage.
Okay.
He just double attacked. He's just swinging that sweet, sweet pirate cutlass at you.
Sick. Oh, God.
Just moving all our stuff.
You know, apparently. Wait, there's a tenor, isn't there? Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Live, vampire.
So yeah, here we go.
Okay.
How many wounds do your
10.
Blood Knights have?
Oh, Blood Knights, sorry. 25.
God.
Wait, what? Wow, yeah, they do.
Yeah. Yeah,
Incredible.
so you have a lot of wounds on the board. A lot of wounds and a lot of healing.
The vampires have the knights have the same amount of health as my character.
Yep. Yeah, they're on horses, right?
Yes. Do they have the same
Horses are very healthy.
Yeah. They're very close in
Oh,
stats.
they have that
Toughness
same
5 as well.
symbols. Wow. Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
So they technically can issue some of the heroic things. They don't have whatever the middle one is. They're not technically a. They're like
Blood maddened feeding frenzy.
yeah. Boop, 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 boop. You might just have to hide up there at the objective. All I probably shouldn't have moved the other objective right there. That probably was not a good idea.
You could always disengage. Or you already
He already went, yeah.
Nightmares are very healthy. Apparently they are.
Yeah. They move 8 inches? Okay. So I'm going to stay outside of A9. So he's going to do his other activation. Before he goes, he's going to use the other triple to call down another burb. He will move basically right. He's going to be right there. But he's going to sit there if that's okay.
Do you have to be base to base with me?
I have to be within an inch.
Okay.
So he's basically sitting on the log right next to you.
Okay.
And that'll do 4 damage.
All right.
But I am now also all out of abilities for the turn. And then he has now, or no, he still gets to, he still gets to blowpipe.
Does he?
He has to hit him because he is within 3 inches. 1/2 damage profile, 2 attacks, double ones.
Nice.
He does
Very good.
jack.
Very good. Very good.
Solid.
Yeah, great rolling. Kind of curious if my key strat almost has to be just grab objectives that you have not grabbed yet and just run away from you as much as I can.
Maybe. Very possible.
But also, pterodon murder
That sounds fun.
is attempting to be committed.
Ha! Like I want to move to the other side of the board, but like I don't want to like block my Blood Knights from doing cool things. And like
Honestly, you could almost just run the Blood Knights across the board towards the big squad of range dudes and watch them squawk and run away. 'Cause they're not killing a Blood Knight.
Yeah.
Raymond wants to know, can vampire lords fly?
I have an ability that allows them to do something like flying, but I need to roll into it.
Is that what the ability is called? Something like flying?
It is, yeah, that's what it's called. Vampiric agility. But unfortunately, I don't have the character to do that. It has a symbol that is not on one of my dudes. So I guess no, the answer is this vampire or these vampires cannot fly.
Rip.
But some of them can.
Oh, he has the fly rune mark. So he flies on his own innately.
Oh!
Can fly during a move action. Basically, you just move through the air vertically and horizontally.
Oh, okay. Cool. So yes, he can fly. I was wrong.
So he can fly. It's because the weird mini vampires from Cursed City don't technically have wings. That's where they have that weird fly or like climb ability.
What kind of vampire needs wings to fly?
Oh.
Michael Morbius flies around and he doesn't have wings.
Yeah, he just uses magic.
He just flies with the power of Jared Leto.
Hey, I thought it was cool, okay?
He flies through the power of 30 Seconds to Mars.
I don't understand why everyone was so up in arms about that flying, but like every other hero in the fucking Marvel universe has some dumbass animation that uses when it flies. But
Yeah,
that's
but
all
he's
fine.
not in the Marvel universe because he's made by Sony.
Okay, shut up. He's a Marvel character.
Listen, I don't understand how genetically modifying yourself lets you turn into a smoke boy. Doesn't make any sense.
Shall we go through the list of Marvel characters asking that kind of question for all of them, Evan?
My point is, Scott, is that they tried to eschew away from the fantastical elements, and they should have just embraced it. Just have him be a vampire. It's fine.
How did radiation not kill Hulk?
That's not Morbius's story. He's a chemically induced vampire when he tried to cure his wife's cancer. He just clenches his morb and goes.
The morb gland, yeah.
I'm gonna watch Morbius tonight. Fuck you all, okay? No.
Yeah, good call. Good call. If you're watching, if you're enjoying the stream, this is YouTube. Yeah. We have to tell people to like the video.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Maybe that helps us with the discovery on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what we want.
I enjoyed that movie when we watched it.
So did I. I mean, whatever. It wasn't amazing.
Yeah. It wasn't amazing, but also you look at 90% of like superhero movies. Ghost Rider.
I haven't seen that.
I liked Ghost Rider more. Hot take.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one, so I can't say.
I think it was okay. It wasn't. I'm also very easily entertained. I see shiny things, and I'm just like,
Morbius was
Getting
neither
off.
dumb enough to be big dumb fun or fun enough to be ignoring the dumb stuff,
Yeah.
which means it falls into that
Murky.
terrible mediocre zone.
Yeah, the murky metal, yeah.
All
Very forgettable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this guy before he dies, and while he is near Mr. Vampire, and try 2 more attacks with the vampire.
Okay.
The guy that got the free move. That is 1 more.
Okay.
All right.
1 more.
Dan, roll a
Probability.
6 again.
No, just 1 damage at a time. Every attack. I'll get there eventually.
25 attacks.
I mean, you
later.
will. Like, it's gonna happen. This guy.
I mean, you're already up to 15.
This guy can definitely die this turn, like very simply, if you just shoot him with all your dudes. It's not like it's just it's like MSU and 40k.
I don't know.
A lot of small attacks.
Technically could get into him.
Can you hit the thing twice? The mat was from Monster Den Gaming.
Monster Fight Club.
Monster Fight Club.
Yeah. They do a bunch of terrain stuff and mats and stuff. We just got a bunch of their generic modern building scenery in for Crisis Protocol.
1 building, please.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wave that in front of Evan until he buys it all.
I don't need it.
Exactly, Mike
That's
Genie. The 2024 Miniac meet and greet is going to be just everyone locked in a room watching Morbius, no talking.
People are gonna show up for the tub live, and then the room doors are gonna lock, the lights are gonna go down, and then it's just gonna be screen rolls down and Morbius starts playing.
I think that's illegal. I
vote
don't know if I can do that.
I think so. I think that's against fire code.
Yeah, probably.
You think that would stop Jared Leto?
B movie, but every time they say B, you have to watch Morbius.
Yeah. We'd be there for like probably a decade.
On that note, it's Scott's activation.
All right. I will unsurprisingly run a dude up. I should have just spent my wild dice on shambling hordes. And now I realize how important that is. I should have just made a couple doubles so I could move multiple times. I might actually still have to do that. So maybe it's good that I save my wild dice.
Yeah.
And before I roll like an amazing roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say I used all my wild dice, so I only have 1 next turn. So as far as the triple, I'm like, I doubled down on getting the triple twice just to deal. Since I had high doubles, I'm like, I'm just gonna try and deal as much damage as possible in one go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you definitely dealt a lot of damage.
Dealt 9 damage with just that ability alone.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And this is the first time I had that realization that you can use your weight, use your ability, because it's only once per activation. So it's weight, use ability, and then you activate again, and then you get to do it again.
Nice.
Which is, I could have been doing that whole narrative event, and I did not.
Whoops.
Yep, big whoops.
The narrative was that he hadn't learned that ability yet.
Yeah, he had.
Now he does.
Now he basically just toots out Camptown races, and then he calls down the birds twice.
Birds!
This is a big question. Is he within 6? Yes.
There's a clause in the Geneva Convention about that. Yeah, probably. Locking people in a room, forcing them to watch Morbius.
I know, it sounds legit to me.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try shooting twice at him.
Cool.
Let me also just make sure. Okay, he can see him. I'm just like, that angle looks different. And blowpipes are 2 shots, 1, 2. Let's see. It's a 6, so that's 2 damage from the first shot.
Okay.
Your crits do 2 damage?
Yes.
Oh.
The man has like 30 people on the board.
Yeah.
That's fair. He does have a lot of dudes.
My favorite
2
thing was
damage?
2 damage on this guy. So my favorite thing was during the WARCRY demo that Zambies and Jay were running, I used my own warband because they actually, someone was running late with one of them. So I'm like, I'm just going to use the lizards. And they're giving the description of like, yeah, most warbands don't have more than 10 models. And I'm like, sitting there counting, and I'm like, what about 13? But that is my go.
I have nothing else left? Oh, no, I do. I have Blood Ice. If I engage you in combat, you can still shoot in combat.
I can shoot in combat.
It's the only profile you have.
Yep. But
But
I'm only doing 1 and 2 unless I have poison.
Okay.
So, I mean, honestly, just running them into me is enough to, you're tying up half my board real quick.
I forgot that I have a range of 1 inch, and it doesn't matter. Shoot! Goddamn crystals! Yeah, it doesn't. All right. Sally forth. That's like within a quarter of an inch of this front guy.
Yep.
Double
That
move.
also now means now the only thing that any of these guys can shoot is him, or they have to disengage.
Cool. Soak some damage, Blood Knight.
Let me double check disengage. I have to remember.
He's engaged? He is.
The only ones that have to disengage are within 1 inch, sorry.
Okay.
But, so you have this guy tied up. This guy's out, because that can fit in between. So you tied up the first guy. The other guys can move away. But right now, since they're within 3 inches of you, I think you're the only one I can shoot at.
Cool.
With them, which is real big sad.
It's nice.
Real scurry.
Blood boy. Yes, yes, yes. Shoot the guy with 25 wounds.
I was trying with him.
Yes, and you made headway, but now you have to start on a new vampire.
I don't like that.
I like
Why
it.
are you doing that? Sounds mean. Also, now I'm kind of realizing running the leader up here was kind of
dangerous.
Not dangerous because the Blood Knight can't get up there, but also kind of wasting my activations. Because the only thing I can really do is run down there and tie him up, or run away.
Wait, GW revealed Space Marine things, dude? Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
You definitely made your mic clip on that one.
A Astartes support box with Legions Imperialis that includes Leviathan and Doridio dreadnoughts.
Not the Deredeo.
Is that how you pronounce it, Deredeo? Doridio sounds better. Sounds
Pretty
like
sure
Doritos.
it's Dorito.
Dorito.
It's a brand collab.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
a fucking Dorito with dreadnought arms and legs.
I'm running the Flamin' Hot Legion.
Yeah, it's that. That's the Legion of the Damned.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
What? What are you gonna do?
Run towards the objectives?
Oh my god, objective gaming?
I know, this is weird. I'm not used to this.
Are they Cool Ranch or Nacho Cheese dreadnoughts?
Depends on how you paint them.
I mean, definitely, if you want Cool Ranch, you're the Ultramarines.
Yeah.
That's Cool Ranch. Nacho Cheese is like salamanders or something.
I am hungry. I skipped dinner.
He's gonna run.
I'm gonna go
An inch
home after
there.
this stream and be degenerate and make a pizza and eat it at midnight and watch Dota 2 games.
He is gonna
You
run
don't want me
there.
to just order some food and have it delivered in the middle of the
Please.
stream?
That'd be amazing.
Sure.
Look at Dan being an objective gamer right now.
This is weird. I don't know how to feel about this, Scott.
I think it makes sense for you have a lot of dudes.
I think I have to
Got a lot
try and
of
get the
movement.
objectives and run away from you.
Yeah.
I think is what I have to do.
I think I just want to kill you.
Because I don't think in 4 turns, well now 2 turns left, I literally don't think I can cause 75 wounds in 2 turns.
When you
I think
say
that
it-
is mathematically
when you
impossible.
say it like that.
So that's where Zambi's mentioned.
You roll all 6s though, all the time.
Have you seen me roll dice?
Seems pretty
Have you seen
average.
any of us here roll dice? Except for Evan's Night's Watch dice.
Yeah.
I'm good at rolling dice, okay?
Yeah.
You put it in a
Most
resume?
games. What?
You put it in a resume? Good at rolling dice?
When I update it to reflect my time here, I will.
Okay.
It'll be included.
Yeah.
Expert at live stream production.
Rolls
Roll
dice
sixes
gooder.
constantly.
Constantly. Cool Ranch, Deredeos, Salamanders or Salsa Verde, spicy sweet chili Emperor's Children, baby.
Emperor's Children has to be something more chaotic. It's got to be like ketchup flavored Doritos or something.
Ketchup flavor is like,
Actually,
not
that doesn't
Doritos.
sound-
That's
yeah. I mean, that's Lay's, but that's where it's got to be something crazy like that for Doritos flavors.
Mike Genius says in Europe, the Dreadnoughts are cool American. Nice.
yeah, that's definitely Ultramarines.
And you just have your other Blood Knight to
Yep.
activate, right?
And
He's just going to run up mid as well.
he probably will. Whereas you have an objective there. There's a guy just waiting there like a loser.
There are German curry ketchup Doritos.
Oh God.
Oh,
All right,
we have
so-
so much movement. I'm gonna do this.
I don't know if there are German fans listening right now, but what the Tup boys need to eat on stream is some German curry ketchup Doritos.
Actually, I'm gonna keep one not engaged, just like kind of like out, because if I get
So engagement is within an inch. You just tie me to having to shoot you within 3.
Yeah, I want to be able to, in case I get a triple, to use Deathly Charge.
What does that do?
It just it's a triple, and it adds the value of the triple itself as damage when I complete a charge. So it's just extra damage. It's kind of like your flying thing.
Yeah. Don't like that.
I like it. That's it for me, though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take all my shit off.
That now has me tempted to just move something into him.
There you go.
Tie him up.
You want a hand toast or thin crust, Scott?
No, don't, Evan, don't do that.
I'm hungry too.
Well, you can order for yourself, but I have a frozen pizza that I want to make.
Oh, you're gonna have one of those.
Yes. Motor City Pizza, baby. Best frozen pizza in the world.
Because I could move him down and attack him.
All right, you get to play the game now, Dan.
Yeah, right, exactly.
All right, chat, you and me. Let me know when you swing at me. Actually, yeah, just do your thing.
Yeah.
We have a place here that does German curry fries and sausage street food. That sounds really good. Listen, my proximity to Canada requires me to proclaim my love for ketchup chips. So, Blackmagic Craft, Jeremy, came and he brought ketchup chips.
Attack your guy.
Okay.
I've had the
And
ketchup
they were good.
Lays. They're
They're
fine.
good, yeah.
Got a 5 and a 6. That's
It's just basically
4
sweet,
total
spicy
damage.
tomato flavor. So
Spicy tomato flavor. I'm going to 19. Couldn't you have done one more point of damage, Dan?
I had to make it inconvenient. So he went. He is honestly. I'm going to. He's going to literally blend into the wall here, like the chameleon skink.
You're going to take that thing and you're going to stay up there?
Yeah.
Wow. Lame.
Make your skelly boys climb up to me.
They're so slow.
No.
can you kick them off the ladder as they're climbing up?
I wish.
Just
Actually,
push the log.
I used my reaction to knock over the ladder. Skeleton shatters. And now we're
just
talking.
lock eyes with the skeleton without eyes and just push over the log.
I don't think a skink's moving that log. Let me just say that. What's your strength?
Probably similar to my own.
2?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a minimum strength requirement to shove log.
Yeah. What the fluff do I want to do now?
Jeremy said that because everyone in Canada smokes cigarettes, all of their snack foods have very intense flavors. That's because everyone just annihilates their taste buds with cigarettes, and so they have to overpower their snack foods.
That's a very interesting thesis.
That's his off the cuff theory.
So I'm gonna.
You gonna engage me?
He's gonna run there and try and tie you up.
You slut.
Japan also has a ton of,
Deal a damage.
and Japan also has very interesting and spicy snack foods.
Oh, they do.
I'm just gonna deal 1 damage to all of your guys.
Yeah. You can get like a foreign snack box thing, which is like super fun. We used to do that. You got like foods from all over.
Run around. Just gonna go up there. See if I can lean over the banister and start shooting skeletons. Him, however, he's gonna move around you. So he's still engaged with you, but I'm gonna shoot.
It's a good theory.
I'm gonna shoot this skeleton. That's out of the tray.
In the box.
That's not much better.
Miss.
Miss.
Necrotic siphon.
And that was this guy move. I think the only guy left is my leader, and I have no clue what the fluff I want to do with him.
What the fluff?
Ugh. Oh. I'm like looking at your necromancer going, I could run him into the squishy necromancer and try doing wounds.
Do it.
But you also have 20 wounds, and then also I have a feeling I would have a horde of skeletons descend upon me.
Give my skeleton some purpose.
I don't wanna.
You're an internet celebrity. You can solicit international snacks and they will come to you. And that is mildly true. We have gotten snacks from Germany, from Mexico, and England. And they've been great. I love snacks.
You know what? Actually, yeah. He's gonna run down there. I have plenty of movement. I don't know why I need to measure. I'm just gonna tie him up there, where you can only really kind of get maybe one skeleton around, unless you move your guy and disengage him.
Okay. You have more shooting. Do you not have more shooting to do? Okay. Well, so that is it for round 2 then, turn 2, right?
Yeah. This turned into more of a cluster than I was hoping.
I feel like Warcry kind of turns into a cluster.
It really did. A lot of 22 by 30 board is really close. What was that noise?
What was that noise?
It was me doing the flashbang.
Oh. Welcome to turn number 3 of this Warcry game between me and Dan. If you're enjoying the live stream, make sure to give it a thumbs up. We're on YouTube now, and that's how YouTube lets the internet machines know that this is a good stream and it's recommended to other people. Give it a thumbs up.
This is good internets. Yeah.
Good internets. Mein Augen. The Timmy move is to attack the Necromancer. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I'm playing like a Timmy right now. I'm kind of just sending it.
I mean, that works for you because you got 75 wounds in 3 characters.
We'll see if it works, okay? We're in turn 3 of 4. Okay, so we are past the halfway point. And let us roll for initiative. Dan?
Let us roll.
Do the honors, sir. I see a 2, a 2, a 1, a 2. Yeah, 1 trip, 1 dub.
1 trip, 1 dub.
Okay. Not a bad roll, not a bad roll. Flash out. I guess this means I will need to send a snack pack from Canada for the streams. I will take all the snack packs. I love snack packs. All right, what am I getting here? I got a 3. I got a triple. I got a triple and then a couple singles.
So you again will have initiative. That unless you decide to make all those doubles, you will keep initiative.
And maybe I should, honestly, because like
stuff's engaged. So I mean, you have things that you can just smack twice and probably wipe out.
Stuff is, but there's a lot of stuff that isn't engaged. And so because I have priority, like honestly, all these guys, like maybe,
a lot of your
maybe not even
not
him,
engaged.
like maybe he can't even get into combat right now. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the triple, obviously. It's not even an option. You have to keep it, right?
Yes, you do have to keep it, unless you want to make it a quad. Which honestly,
shit.
making it a quad, that the one Van Hels, does it give you 3 models can move? A free movement?
It is
that what
a
that does?
bonus move and attack action. That
A bonus move or a bonus attack. It's or.
lame. Well, that's pretty value. But no, I think what I want to do instead is I'm going to convert 2 of these into doubles.
Because think about it this way too.
Okay.
That could give you 3 of your skeletons engaged and able to hit twice potentially. Or you then only have to make 1 movement for those 3 unengaged models, 4 unengaged models.
Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so there's 2 guys that aren't going to get into combat. And I can keep my triple for Thirst for Blood and instead use it on these 2 chappies. Maybe what I should do instead is just make
Up to double that value? Oh my god. Can heal up to 6?
Maybe I should
Oh my god.
turn.
Oh.
I think I'm going to do that, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So instead of doing what I was going to do, I'm going to take 2 of my wild dice and turn this singular 5 into another.
You can't add 2 to 1 dice.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking A. Why save the fucking dice?
To make more things.
So you can add them to different things. So you could have like all these doubles.
Okay. All right, I will do 2 dubskis and a 1 triple. So I can move, and then if I want to, still use Thirst for Blood. Or I could use the charge, right? The charge is, yeah, it's a triple. Cool beans, Ming.
Mike G. Oh, halfway, that means you gotta switch seats and armies.
Honestly, yeah, right. That game is absolutely unhinged. That's honestly GW's best rule set, because they just lean into what they know how to do.
Unhinged gaming.
Just unhinged gaming, yeah.
And I will, while I got it, I will use this.
Okay.
Do I want to make another triple?
I have 1 still that's banked.
Yeah.
So it's round 3, so I should have 3.
Yeah. I'm going to make another triple just in case. I have
Just in case.
3 different things I can do. technically 2 different things I can do right now. Because you killed the one guy! So this is gone. I don't remember where I was putting the other ones. Okay. So I'll have 1 next turn.
So,
I believe I have prio, right?
You have prio. So you choose if you want to go first or second.
I think I would like to go first. And of the pterodactyl, pterodons, and the skinks, who has less wounds?
All of them have 8. He's got a melee weapon, so he has slightly more attack, slightly higher strength. Well, he's the same as the pterodons. So the pterodons all have 3, 3. So 3 attacks, strength 3, 1, 3. And so does melee guy. He has less attacks because he's got a blowpipe in the horn. And the blowpipe is 2 attacks. 1, 2. And then I think that's everyone he's engaged with.
Okay. I feel like I'm not gonna get lucky and one-shot one of these guys to be able to use Thirst for Blood, because Thirst for Blood requires me to take down a fighter with that ability.
What's your profile on your vampire?
It's 2/6 with 4 attacks.
So if you just hit base with all of your attacks, you take out any of those fighters.
I know, but like 3-ups are not reliable.
That's true.
Sure, if I hit with every single attack, yes, that will happen.
And that's not including any crits, because if you get a crit, you only need to hit with 1 other attack.
Yeah. I
believe in you, Scott.
You think I should go for it? I don't think he's gonna.
You get 2 attacks right now, because you are already engaged. You can attack twice.
Yeah. That's definitely the play.
And that Thirst for Blood, you can choose to do it after you take out the model. You choose to do it after the model. So it can basically be at any point during
I
his
actually
turn.
forgot that I got to hit twice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm going to go first. I'm going to activate with my Vampire Lord. I'm going to attack the objective-wielding guy. Yeah. And yeah, I just need 3s. Oh, well, he's dead. Look at that.
You nuked him.
I will...
Reliable.
I will consume...
Oh, reliable. Murder.
Thirst for Blood. I'll use Thirst for Blood now.
Yep.
Remove a number of damage points up to double this ability. So I will gain 6 HP. So I'll just take off the 5 and the 1 and get some health back. Now I get to hit again.
Why would you do this?
Because I'm a vampire! Okay, I'm gonna hit again. I'm gonna hit the pterodon.
Probably the one closest to the objective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Wait, so how does it work when you lose the thing?
That's what I was just about to look.
I get to pick where it
I
is?
place it.
Okay.
Is the one thing I remembered, which I thought most games it's like the opponent places it. This says
This is a GW game. This is not every other game.
Yeah. Player controlling the fighter picks a point on the platform or the battlefield floor is within 1 inch horizontally. Yeah, I'm literally just going to place it next to... Actually, I'm going to place it next to those 2 pterodons.
Okay.
Options.
Wait a minute, this is Frostgrave? It isn't, but it looks pretty chilling. All right, I'm going to hit the pterodactyl, this one over here.
Okay.
All right. We're looking for 3s. Oh, look at that. 3 fucking 6s! Let's go! The number of the beast! Woo!
That doesn't get you anything extra.
I mean, it
gets you a moral victory, yeah. That gets you nuking any singular... Actually, it gets you nuking any 2 models I have on the board.
That is insane, dude.
No, I will not allow you to split up that damage.
I don't expect that. Okay, Vampire, he popped off this turn.
Yeah.
Just slaughtered 2 unfortunate lizards. Your turn, my Vampy has activated. Hail
Ow!
Satan. Hell and Fire going to be released. Yes! Some Iron Maiden in the chat.
Also, Mike Genie said, in regards to Frostgrave, I mean, Dan hasn't blinded Scott's models repeatedly.
Oh, God.
It'd work better on Vampire.
It would. The power of the sun.
God.
We all know Scott hates dinosaurs. This is true. And this is very cathartic for me.
You hate dinosaurs?
Yeah, I caused the extinction, actually.
Why would you do that?
That's very
Dinosaurs
controversial.
suck.
Like, 4-year-old Dan would hate you for that.
Adult Dan hates you, but he isn't going to say it out loud.
No. I'm not wearing my dinosaur shirt today, okay?
You should have. That'd have been hilarious.
No, I'm wearing the Wally. Oh, I should have.
Because you're playing the lizards. I mean, to be fair, we decided we're playing this game this morning.
That's true. I was waking up when I saw that message at like 8 a.m.
I tried to be an adult. I reached out to John like over a week ago to play Legion. He never got back to me.
He did eventually.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday. Now Alex also got back to you yesterday.
Yeah, oh well. Oh well.
We will have to give them shit.
At some point, we'll play Legion or X-Wing on the channel. Just try it out. I've never played this game, so I already want to try it out.
He's gonna go and he's gonna do the wait action, but before he does the wait action, I'm gonna try and bird you.
Okay. I thought you were gonna take that thing and you could take it and fly away, and I would be very sad.
They can't pick it up.
Oh,
actually, now I think about it, they can't pick it up because they have the Beast Rune mark.
I was hitting this guy because I was like, he's the furthest from me, and I don't want him to grab it and just run away.
He can't grab it and run, but that also means now all the other birds have something else that can kind of hit him or be close enough to get engaged with them.
Okay.
But he will. He will. You know what?
How long does a single game take? I've been WARCRY curious for a while. Lord God, did someone answer your question? Yeah.
Usually it's pretty...
I would say it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours if you're new to the game. Probably closer to an hour, hour and a half if you are experienced in the game.
It can go really quick if you get your stuff down. I watched a lot of the games. The event I played was at a brewery, so there's a lot of people cracking beers in between games.
I bet.
Because that was what? I played the one game before that and then jumped into an event because I'm smart.
Seems like the best way to do it to me.
Yeah, it was actually really fun. But it was an excuse to grab beer in between rounds. I think I'm gonna use the ability. Just where do I put him? Do I try and do 4 more wounds to the Vampire Lord, or do I kind of give up on the Vampire Lord and I can take out a skeleton? How is this worded?
Chat, what's your latest bop? What's the song you most recently added to your playlist of choice that you're vibing with? Let me know.
So he is gonna go here, and I'm gonna do 4 wounds.
To whom?
To him.
No!
He's gonna go caw caw. How does your bringing back guys work?
I need many dice rolls.
Okay. You need triples, but it's also set it up within 3, so you don't need to worry about where people died or anything like that. That's what I was kind of wondering. Caw caw. What's it like to have a model die, Scott?
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm gonna bring him back next turn. But so that was his kind of one activation. I also didn't pull away any of my activation markers like I should have done.
How could you? So these guys.
I also can probably move that guy off the thing, because he is dead.
They're not super okay. What? Why are Graveguard good?
Just consistent damage.
Okay.
Consistent damage. I mean, 4 attacks is pretty significant.
Oh, okay.
Or it's strength 4, 3 attacks.
Yeah. Strength 3. Wait, no, it is strength 4, 3 attacks. Okay.
Strength 4, 3 attacks. So there's a lot of stuff that's toughness 3 in the game. It is not me, which is where I didn't give you the Great Blades, because I'm just like, that's...
it's redundant.
It's redundant.
That makes sense.
Also, they look cool.
Also, they look real sweet, yeah.
I will attack. I'll activate this Blood Knight, and I'll swing at that young, dapper lizard. Blood Knights have 4 attacks. I feel like I'm not playing this game right. I feel like I need to better leverage my abilities. But I'm not doing well. Square Hammer, Ghost. I don't know that one. Fell in love with Fever Ray at Glastonbury. Running Out of Time by Paramore. Echoes of the Past. And Pulp Like a Friend. Okay, I know some of those things. Okay.
Paramore is doing a stadium tour right now, which is super, super dope.
Vampire attack. Here we go. looking for 3s. Man, I am just rolling like a fucking god right now. That is 12 damage with the vampire.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
The worst part is I was going to, if you wouldn't have killed him in one shot, I would have basically brain fart. I'd have used my slippery disengage action.
I know, this is, you're not getting to do your fun stuff because I'm just annihilating every single person.
Yeah, you just kill him in one shot.
Sorry. Where was
that's
did you, oh, he's just camping up there, you little skis. Okay,
No,
so.
he's a little skink.
Nice. I'm not close enough to the other skinkerino to swing on him. And so I think I'll just scoop up this objective and tie some homies up. It's the best thing I can do. We'll take care of him. And I'm gonna lose 2 inches of movement, so I have 6 inches of move. So I'll just come in and I'll just pincer these two jabronis. Grab that objective. So I have that one now, Danny, and I have activated out.
I don't like that.
Scott's doing the full Molan Labe thing. Come and take it, baby.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing is
Not.
You
You're
gotta
come
take
and take it. I can't really in 2 turns take him out.
I know.
Because I
but
concentrate
it's like,
everything.
Yeah,
so,
actually, I didn't really think about that, but it's like he only drops it when that guy dies, and he has 25 fucking wounds.
He's bricked up.
So he's omega bricked up, and so yeah, it seems a little rough. Okay, that's my activation. Your turn. Ghost is a Swedish metal band. Yes, I'm familiar with Ghost. My Brother's Blood Machine on loop. Okay. Yeah, Orthodox monks. I think it's pretty typical, even in like 40K tournaments and even all tournaments that I've played in, which isn't a lot, but it's like maybe like 5 or 6. People kind of always don't have enough time to finish the game at the end. In the Guild Ball tournaments I played in, they use chess timers, so those all finish on time. Pulp is banned from 1978. Oh, cool.
I'm gonna go with this leader here. He's just gonna swing twice at your necromancer. That's crit and a hit is 4 damage. So 4 damage from the first attack. 3 damage. So a total of 7 damage on the necromancer.
Necromancer.
I love that he's got like a little like wobbly chin thing that lizards have. I don't know what that's called. Like a waddle? Is that what that's called? I don't know. But I'm just imagining just full Star Wars Episode 1 boss nass just and just shaking at the necromancer, just grossing him out.
At some point, was I within 1 inch of you? Oh.
You were within 1 inch of him, and then he just moved around you. So he kept engaged with you, he just moved around so he could attack someone else as well. So you're still engaged with this guy, but not engaged with him.
Okay.
So what's dumb to me is that one little skink is tying up him from just like barreling down into the other guy.
The thing is that it feels so bad to burn half of my activations moving a half an inch so I can attack once. I'd much rather hit twice, but that isn't the game. And so I want to keep hitting people that I haven't activated yet.
I was gonna say.
So I'll hit this guy down here with my other Blood Knight. And if history is any indication, this man is going to die.
See them 6s, baby.
There's one.
1 and 2 successes. I
It
think
may not kill him. So 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, that exactly kills him.
Oh, look at me.
Oh, and he's the one with the booze bottles. Why would you kill him?
I'm sorry, he's standing next to my Blood Knight.
He was
Booze
looking
will
for something to drink.
It's 6 inches to the corner. And then another 2 puts me right there.
Are you within an inch of that guy?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
But he is activated then, right?
No, actually, he gets to go again.
No.
Right now.
See how it is.
That's one of my abilities that I don't need to roll anything for, actually.
Can I read the
sick.
sheet that you have there that's also right in front of me here? can I see that for a moment? you know what? He is gonna go with his other activation. I'm gonna move one of the burbs. Or actually, no, he's not yet. I'm dumb. I should have just. No, burning an activation is probably not a great idea. I am torn. He's gonna go. He's gonna move.
Would you get on your leg?
I am itching a mosquito bite too often.
Ah.
And then
Oh, that's the worst.
I went to a cabin this last weekend.
Going outdoors is
He's gonna move
foreboding.
6.
I tried to not go outdoors at all while I was there. So.
He's gonna move once, and then he's going to shoot your necromancer.
Shoot him.
That's a 6 for 2 whole damage.
Quick, shoot him in the back while he's not looking.
Kinda, yeah.
You shot my necromancer?
Yep. So he took 2 damage.
You slut. Dwight, you ignorant slut. Okay. 2 damage. Okay. I'm gonna expend one of my. Let's think about this. Don't need it for that. I'm going to expend one of my doubles on Shambling Horde to do a bonus move action of up to the value of that roll, which is 4 inches, and then I'll use my other movement to my first action to do a move of 6 inches, sorry, 3 inches, to tie up this homie right here. And then I'll swing once. So a Grave Guard has 3 attacks on strength 4 with a value, attack damage profile of 1+4.
You
I'm
got
looking
there.
for 3s. I know I got there eventually. All right, got 1 crit. So I'll do 4 damage,
4 damage?
to the little lizard man. And then you can do your reaction.
I can do my reaction.
My God, a reaction.
My God.
Did you use up all the ones because I hit you so many one times? Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. That's just the other side of the 3. Jesus. I will use it, actually, I guess.
You gotta scratch it down. Yeah, I'll just keep itching it until the bump on my leg goes away.
2, 3. So he's basically gonna pop up the thingy.
Nice.
And he now only has 1 action during his turn because he used 1 for a reaction.
Okay, that's my activation. No leg, no problem. Just scratch my entire leg off. Swedish white metal? Is white metal Christian metal? Because if it's the opposite of black metal, it should be.
So this guy, he's gonna move over here.
What up, Brown Mate? Can't itch if those nerve endings are gone. Jesus. Chat gets unsuspectingly brutal.
He's just gonna double move.
Aye.
Or not double move, move.
Aye. All right, where's your other sluts with things? One's hiding, one's up there, and there's not a third one, right?
Not yet.
What? Don't mind if I do. Okay, I'm going to burn my second double to do Shambling Horde to walk 5 inches.
He's shambling, chat.
Here's the Shambler. This way. And then I'll do another activation of another movement. So 3. I'll pick this thing up on the way. And then I will walk toward... do I want to walk back? No, I think I'm just going to walk away. Grabbing that treasure.
He running away.
Yeah, I am running away.
Uh,
Double activation.
He's gonna go use his other half of his activation. I will use his double
Okay.
to call him,
You mean a triple?
or a triple. I'll call him.
Trying to kill my fucking necro, bro?
Maybe. He's got less wounds than the other things. So I'll do 2 damage to the necro.
2 damage.
And then he still gets to go. So, I guess. I don't think it's worth shooting him. He's just gonna shoot him, I guess, even though he healed.
White metal has the same tone as black metal with low guttural singing and whatnot. What makes it special though? Or different?
The color of the album cover.
So 1 damage to your Vampy Lord.
Vampire Lord. I thought it was this person. Oh.
So he did the 2 to him, and then he did 1 there.
Yes.
Necromancer's halfway there.
Necromancer, is it time for you to smack someone with a cudgel?
No.
He's not very scary.
I think he hits better than my leader.
I mean, yeah, because your lizardmen suck, bro.
Hey.
Are you
They're
gonna-
cold-blooded and we're playing in the winter, okay?
You're not gonna kill me, but I think I should. I'll swing at the Pterodon with my Necromancer, and I have to use my melee profile, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's see, 1, 6, and 2 hits. Damn it. Okay. 1 damage. 1 damage.
Is he doing anything else for his other?
Oh yeah, I'll hit you again. I forgot I could do that. 1 more swing with the old mace. 1 more damage.
So what's his strength?
Oh, sorry. 2 more damage because the 3 is successful. Sorry.
3 is successful.
Yes, because I am strength 3 and your toughness 2, right?
Your strength 4 for melee.
Oh, you're right. I am. I keep forgetting. I keep
And I'm
looking at the attack.
toughness 3 with the pterodons. So that 1 point makes the difference.
It does.
Well,
Maybe white metal means lead, so it's extra heavy. Nice.
You know what? This guy up here is gonna go just to see what your last skeleton does.
Oh wow, white metal is Christian metal. Okay, interesting. As a fan of Christian metal, I've never heard it called that. But maybe the term has developed since I got into the genre when I was in high school.
Isn't all metal kind of Christian?
No, definitely not.
I feel like if you espouse the views of like Satanism and stuff like that, even if you're anti-Christian, you're still playing into the Christian mythos. So you're still kind of Christian metal.
Checkmate black metal.
Yeah, if you
bands.
put like 666 Sign of the Beast on your cover, even if it's ironically, you are acting as a tool of Satan. According to the Christians, you're playing into it, so you're part of the whole mythos.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. You got captured by the church. You didn't even realize it.
Big brain moves. All right. Is it your go? My necro.
I went with this guy. So I think the only thing you have left is that guy, right?
Yes, he's gonna run at this man.
I don't like that.
Get in there, Graveguard. On the log. We're doing it. 3 swings, strength 4.
Nurgle says 1.
Oh. I got a crit and a normal for 5 damage.
5 damage. Owie.
Ow! And then he went, and I think that's my last dude.
So I think
We
I
all-
only have 1 left. I think I just have him.
Okay.
And I have no clue what the hell I want to do with him.
I see you had the fancy acrylic activation tokens, and I don't. I get it. I get it. Favoring your own dudes. How could you?
It has not brought me luck.
Hail Satan times 2.
Because right now I have 2 objectives. You have 3 technically, because he picked up that one.
He did.
So the problem is I should have just run him over that way and tried to sneak an objective.
Yeah.
Would have been the smart thing. But also I saw the Necromancer and I went, squeesh?
Yes. Done a randomly generated mission. This was something that Dan found?
It was kind of randomly generated. I went through what looked like all the match play missions that people were kind of running for tournaments and stuff.
Okay.
And then just kind of randomized a bit. There was 2 different tables. Picked the one table that seemed it had a little less crazy like deployment shenanigans with like the reserves and stuff, just because that would potentially take longer. Because then that creates a whole nother slew of decisions every time something comes in.
You know what I realized about you, Dan? I feel like I've never seen you apart from that headset.
The headset lately?
But I've never seen you wear it and use it.
Yeah.
How often do you use it?
Wear it at work a bunch when I shouldn't, probably.
Okay. Where's the Croc cigar when you need him? Exactly, yes. We need a smash.
So this guy is gonna climb, I think.
No climbing.
I haven't done climbing.
Actually,
in
you know
a
what?
while.
What'd be interesting? These logs have a climb limit because the more you scamper up them, the more they snap and
That would
break.
be cool. There is some really cool terrain. Unless, can I only go up?
Is there a Seraphon, just like generic Warcry? There must be a Warcry ban for Seraphon, right? I'm sure there is.
Seraphon?
Yeah, just like a normal.
In general. Yeah, they have the normal stuff, which is something I was debating. Otherwise, like when I customize this warband, like probably for future games, I'm gonna go through, because one of the list builds is basically like the guy with the pterodons, the leader, and then the guy that you murked turn 1 is the one that can hit pretty hard. And he's cheap. He's only 75 points. So he's technically only 5 points more expensive than the guys with blowguns with +1 toughness and a profile that's actually longer range and harder hitting.
That's pretty good.
So a bunch of people play like 8 of him. So I might get another box and do some conversions soon.
The random missions are awesome, lots of repay value, but you can get Warcried with your warband just not matching up with the mission well.
Yeah.
That's kind of my issue with randomly determined scenarios in a lot of game systems, is that you can't account for all the different combinations of things you're going to get, and some are just going to break the game or be bad for you, bad for your opponent. And it never feels good in a miniature war game to be stuck in a game forever.
Yeah, and that's where I felt with this one, just having something that was a little bit more varied.
You're just getting up there.
I'm just gonna get up there. I mean, the closest direction with my crazy amounts of movement is just run this way towards him and hope I can catch that guy before the Blood Knight, catches me.
Yeah.
Although I just realized you could probably just have the Blood Knight run up to that guy drop it, Blood Knight pick it up, and then just have a bony middle finger. Just, you're not getting this.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know you're gonna get that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 12-inch movement.
Yeah, if you come down, sure. Come down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Mm-hmm. I think that's everyone.
Okay.
Come on down to the price of physical. Is this time for me to flashbang people again?
Yeah, we gotta pull everything. You sound so disappointed at me.
Oh.
It's my favorite part.
Dan, any idea when you'll be listed on the Dark Sword website?
Whenever Jim gets the painted display model is basically what he's waiting
painting
on.
it?
I forgot who. Jim said who.
Is it a female?
Yeah.
Is it Cat Martin?
I don't think it's Cat Martin.
Okay, that would be...
Jen Haley, maybe?
It's not Jen Haley.
Oh, okay.
No, was that Cat? I don't remember.
Cat has painted a lot of their shit.
Yeah.
Jen has also painted a lot
He told
of
me
their
the other day, and because he doesn't mess around with sculptors or painters, and that's the part that really boggles my mind, is he paid real people money to do that.
Yeah.
He's paying real people money to have someone sculpt it.
American dollars.
Like actual American dollars to have a me mini made. And then he's paying someone to paint it. And like that still is kind of baffling to me that he would do that. Even though I know he does that. Like, I mean, I've painted minis that he's had of other people's stuff. I don't paint as well as those people.
That's true. Also, you'd be trapped in painting purgatory for the next, 50 holidays.
I have had a bunch of friends from back home that are just like, would you paint this for me? Which is very sweet. Which is also very, very sweet. But yeah, I know Jim's done that a bunch, but it still baffles me that he did that and paid like real people money to do that. So yeah, whenever he gets a painted model back is when it's supposed to go up on the website.
Okay. All right, and with Dan removing his activation markers, that puts us into turn number 4. Close your eyes for the brightest scene.
Don't close your eyes.
You've ever seen.
Look.
Embrace it.
Look.
Oh God, it's so bright. And this is a great time to remind y'all, if you're enjoying the stream, to give it a like on YouTube. We're kind of doing a little bit of an experiment here on YouTube, trying out the platform to see if we like it, if it works for us, if it's good for tech things. And let us know if you are enjoying it, either in the chat or by liking the video, or doing both. That never hurts. All right, Sonny boy. Should I roll first prior this time?
Sure.
Let's change it up a bit.
I've rolled first every time, so
see
we'll
what
let you roll. Maybe I'll get initiative this time.
That's what it is. That's the key. We got 2 6s.
2 doubles. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you know that. You know.
Well, you used what? 3 of your.
I have.
Or no, you.
I should have 2 right now because the 4th round you gave
used
one, right?
2. Yep.
I used 2, so I should have 2. Yeah. All right, so I got 2 doubles and 2 singles. All right, here you go. Daylight.
I got 2 doubles and 2 singles as well. So actually, now it will matter because right now we are tied for initiative. So I believe we have to roll off.
Well, do we do our dice first?
I think we have to roll off now because it determines who uses their dice first.
Oh, these are ones. I'm cheating. Is there a double that I have?
That is not worth just getting a triple for Thirst for Blood.
The thing is, the fact that it's all ones. So many of these abilities rely on the dice roll themselves, and so it just feels super bad.
You could have a 666.
That is true. Or the other one that I could turn that one into is Call of the Crimson Feast, which is very good. Okay, cool. So we're rolling off to see who has initiative. Yuan. So would you like to use any wild dice?
Boop, 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 boop.
I feel like one of Scott's characters in Frostgrave. What do you mean? What? My name is Crazy Vazy, and I endorse this message. Thumbs up. All right, excellent. Thank you for letting us know. Appreciate it. Dice exist. Scott doesn't like it.
I will, actually. So I will make the 6 into a triple.
Tripskis.
I don't know if that'll be worth it. We'll find out.
The thing is you have Prio right now.
I have Prio right now.
So even if I conserve these wild dice, which I absolutely should not.
You should not, because it's the last turn.
Yeah, and so we'll convert this into a triple with 6s. That just seems like
that seems nonsense.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Why wouldn't you do that? The ones.
There's no nonsense.
We will. I kind of want to keep the ones for Shambling Horde, but ones on Shambling Horde is terrible.
You can also make the 3 or the 4 into a double.
Yeah, I'm thinking actually
you can't steal the initiative with that. How many models do you have right now? 7?
Millions.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right now I only have 1 more activation than you.
It's so useful to have Shambling Horde because my guys are omega slow.
Yeah. And Shambling Horde is a triple? No, double. You can use your triples as a double. You can go down.
Oh. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So, sorry, I thought
it doesn't matter. It would not change anything about
I was going to say, I don't think it's changed anything.
No, it won't. It's just cool to know.
But that is something you can go down.
I love it when
it just always feels like a waste.
Yeah, I can see that. But it's good to have options. I like it when the game gets out of the way of its own self, and that is a great example of that.
It's kind of nice with a lot of your triples and stuff and doubles being tied, or like triples and quads being tied to specific characters in your warband. If that character dies and you invested in making sure you had that ability and then they die, you can use it for something else. Because I think almost all the doubles for most warbands are usually everyone can do it for a bunch of them.
Okay. I don't know. I will convert this one into a... No, I shouldn't do that. That's irresponsible. I will do another double, I guess. All right, cool. Done. All right, so you have priority, my good sir. Who is going to go first?
I think I know what I have to do. I'm just going to be sad about it.
Do it.
It's going to kill a guy.
I can definitely see you playing Night Lords. Oh, absolutely. Night Lords are definitely my favorite Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine chapter.
Do you mind if I otherwise use the restroom real quick? Well,
Oh,
before we
please do,
jump
please
into
do.
the turn.
Chat, let's chat you and I.
No restroom breaks.
Orthodox Monk says,
My baby bladder.
if I played Space Marines in
I'll
40K,
mute you, don't worry about it.
would you make your own custom
Thank you.
chapter, custom Renegades chapter, or just play one of the existing chapters / successor chapters? And which one? I feel like there are so much great variety in the Space Marine range that you don't really need to convert. At least most people don't need to convert. So I feel like I would definitely use a vanilla or a pre-existing chapter. Because I'm a hipster, I probably would do a successor chapter and not a main one. But for the Loyalist Marines, I've always liked Dark Angels and Black Templars pretty equally.
They are pretty much the same thing.
They feel very similar, yeah. They got it.
The Venn diagram is almost a circle.
Even the color schemes are like dark.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a very dark green, or you have black, which often ends up being like a green or a brown because of like dust and stuff.
There are black Dark Angels as well.
That too, yeah. The guys that are like
Deafening, I think,
or whatever.
Off the mic. What?
No, you're fine.
Am I good?
It's working.
Okay. So yeah, I've always liked those two. And then for the bad guys, definitely Night Lords. Those guys are the coolest. Too bad I painted the last Space Marine I'll ever paint in my life. Can't ever play him again.
I think Alpha Legion's pretty cool. And
Why do you
play
like
them on
Alpha
both
Legion?
sides?
Why do you like Alpha Legion?
Because you can play them on both sides.
Is there something about the faction itself that you like the characteristics of gameplay?
No, I don't care about any of that shit.
I never understood that when someone was like, oh, I want to play Chaos Demons, so I can play in both Age of Sigmar and in 40k. And it's like, yeah, that's true, but like, do you like demons?
Yeah, but like, if you think demons are okay, the 2-for-1's pretty nice.
I guess it is. I just like at the very top when it comes to picking an army in any game, it's do I like it? And everything else is just so far below it. Like, does it look cool? Does it pique some kind of creativity in
Scott,
me?
we don't like Age of Sigmar. We hate Age of Sigmar. We're Age of Sigmar haters around here.
I know, obviously.
And obviously we hate 40k too. We haven't played 10th edition, but we hate it.
I think the last one I played was 7th or 6th.
The last time I played was never.
Played 8th edition last, and
I have the
it was crunchy.
the first Primaris 2-player starter box.
The one with
Sitting around
Nurgle?
for years.
The Nurgle and Ultramarine one?
Yeah,
Is that called Dark Imperium?
I think that's
Yes.
right.
Your go, my
So
sir.
my go. So I think what I have to do before he dies is I have to at least do a half activation with him. The only thing.
I'm excited to print my 40k army. That's what I have to say.
You lost 93 to 30, Mike Genie. Fucking get good.
God damn, dude.
Fucking noob.
That's how you retired from the game after the first time.
How could you?
I'm never coming back.
Curse your sudden and inevitable betrayal.
That's the one game of 40k Mike's playing all year. That's what I would do. I played like 2 games of 2nd edition Age of Sigmar while I was out.
So he's gonna go.
That's what you're going with?
Yep, because I'm gonna use his ability.
You're gonna
Because I'm
bird?
gonna do 6 damage with a bird. Because that just seems like it makes sense.
Daylight.
The question is who? Because realistically, I need to try and kill him or him to get you to drop an objective, but I don't know if I can do that. As much as I kind of want to try and kill your Necromancer with 6 straight damage, I don't know if that's worth doing. The caw.
No, just Necrotic Siphon is a double, and it allows me to do damage up to the value of the ability, and then heal twice as much as that.
Sweet.
That's just
What ability?
that's broken, bro. That is insane.
Who does that? Your Necromancer does that?
And it's on a double. Deal damage equal to the value, heal back twice as much, and I don't have to kill the thing?
Give me your life.
Yeah, dude.
So that might not be where. Yeah, I think that actually that might make my decision a little bit easier. Caw! So 6 damage to that guy.
Ugh.
Because he's only got 10.
Bro,
Oh, but I can't.
can't.
The bummer is I can't use 2 abilities in the same activation. So I
Oh.
can't use the poison dart to try
Bummer.
and get the extra attacks in. Or the extra damage off of the attacks. But he will then proceed to shoot point blank twice at that guy. 1.
Eins. Wait, you waited, didn't you?
2. Nope. I used his ability.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna go, because I think if I wait, I die. So that's 2 damage total.
Okay.
So you're at 8.
That is what I'm at.
So close yet so far. And he is probably going to get murked.
Probably.
Either immediately or shortly.
What do I want to use that 666 on? That is the question. Crimson Feast, Thirst for blood? Definitely not thirst for blood. Deathly charge, perhaps? Just get a cheeky 6 damage on someone?
Can I hand your guy the horn to call down pterodons on one of your own guys?
Here's what we do. Yeah, we use the triple to do deathly charge. I don't know if this is smart. I don't really care if my necromancer dies. I want to win the game though, and I think the play for winning the game, is to nestle in here. And that was 6 inches of movement. I am reduced because I'm holding the treasure. I'm going to apply the deathly charge damage to the skink who is wounded. He has 5 damage. So he's going to die. Wait, no, he's not going to die. He's got, oh my god, he has 1 hit point. No, 8 wounds, right?
He got 8, yeah.
Okay, so he dies. And then I will use my second activation for the round to swing on the
Pterodon.
The pterodon. Maybe I can do it.
That seems like a very smart decision.
Yeah, I get a little twofer here. Nighty hose.
Oh wow! I
that went far.
Through that.
The knights have an attack profile of 4/4. Okay, so I get 4 attacks. Looking for 3s. We got 2, 4 damage.
So the smart thing that I should have done is I should have put the pterodon over here.
Mayhaps.
I did not think about this. I am regretty spaghetti. Do you want to? Oh, that was your only attack you could do.
Yep, because I had to move.
You haven't used the vampire yet.
I have not.
The
vampire.
I think I'm gonna have a hard time because I think I can potentially kill him with the pterodon.
Maybe.
But
can't pick it up though.
I can't pick it up, and also your vampire can just walk over and pick it up. But I don't think I can wait out the vampire because he can just walk in here and kill the pterodon.
Just smack him down.
I think I.
Oh, sad. So sad, Mike Genie. 10 of the 30 points were you have a painted army.
I saw that. I shed one
tear. It's okay,
tear.
Mike. It's okay. We gave you shit, but you're allowed to lose games.
Yeah, I think that's.
Evan's not. He has to win everything he plays.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless
I think
it's
pterodon has to go.
so far beyond random that I know it's just straight up like Yahtzee or whatever.
Wait, can I use a reaction right now?
Reaction.
Oh no, I
can, but
it's stupid. It's stupid.
Because what are the generic reactions?
Yeah.
I think you can deal damage back to me.
There are generic reactions. I might want to do that just because I think I'm gonna die.
Missile
right
attack.
Yeah, it's like how there are generic thumbnail faces.
Yeah. Exactly.
For each hit roll from that attack that misses, allocate 1 damage.
Can I do that? Oh, does that mean he dies? He's got 6 wounds on him? And you missed twice, right?
He missed once. He did 1 damage to you.
He's got 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Oh, I
He's
think I
only
got
got
3.
2 attacks now.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do
no,
that.
he does have 3 attacks.
Did you roll 3 dice, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
Did I roll for him?
Why don't you roll another one?
How many dice are you holding in your hand?
You got
right?
1
2.
hit and
I got
1
2
miss.
in my hand.
Yeah,
1 hit, 1 miss. 2 hits.
So he's dead.
And then I have another action. I can't pick up the thing.
So what do I do with this? I can like put it an inch away from you or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it right there, whatever.
And I don't know if I can stop you from picking that up. That is an important question I should probably read.
I played the literal worst Space Marine faction in all of 9th edition, so I've developed a callous when it comes to losing war games. What about Pictionary? I've never lost at Pictionary. You've never lost at Pictionary?
I don't think
You're
I
a good
can
artist.
stop you.
I guess so.
I mean, like that's what it boils down to. Is there's a
Well,
very
not really.
there's a very big skill aspect to Pictionary.
There is, but it's not just being a good artist. You got to be fast too, right?
Okay, I guess qualitatively good is a very broad statement.
Sure. Okay, I see what you're saying.
If you're good at sketching quickly, how's that?
Yeah. Thank you for being specific.
Yeah. It's all right. I would have done the same.
I know
thing
you
with
would have.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I don't think I can stop you from picking up that objective with your...
Show.
Good at getting people to say words. Okay.
I will, however...
Pictomania. I never heard of that one. All right. What's the play here, man? What's plan B?
Torn. I don't think I can win. I don't think I can stop you from picking that up, and I think I need that to win.
Gotcha.
Which is what I'm trying to think of. Just gonna disengage, move into base with you. But I don't think being base to base stops you.
Here's a question. Do I have to use an activation on moving in order to pick it up?
You have to make a move within 1 inch.
So if I totally flub this attack and just completely miss, I won't pick that up.
You can just move while engaged.
Oh!
Engage doesn't stop you, it just stops you from moving outside of 1 inch. From what I know, it just stops you from moving outside of 1 inch.
I'll go with the vampire. I won't move yet. I'll swing first. 4 attacks, strength 4, needing 3s. Yeah, that homie is dead. He's smoked.
You're real dead.
And then we're gonna run away. I got a move of 5. I can ignore. Oh, there's a guy up there. I shouldn't go toward him.
He's not gonna kill you, and you're not gonna stop him from scoring or for having A. But yeah, I think I don't have a way to stop you now.
Do you want to stop playing?
No, I kind of want to see what I can get for moral victories.
Okay. All right, that's my activation, my vampire. Your turn.
For kicks and giggles.
Mr. Mawson.
I'm gonna go to my leader. I'm gonna see if I can get a moral victory and try and kill.
You're gonna kill my necromancer? You got 10 wounds to chew through.
It's real unlikely. But I did take my 2 ones. I'm going to envenomed weapons. Add 1 to the damage points allocated by each hit and critical hit from the next attacked action made by this fighter this activation.
Okay, I'm going to use my reaction, Unfeeling Flesh. So I'm going to subtract 1 damage from both of these attacks.
But that stops you from using.
That does use one of my
actions.
2 actions. Yeah.
That's fine.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3. Oh, so this will actually hit on 4s. So that's 2. So 2 damage.
Was it 3 damage reduced to 2, or is it 2?
It's just 1 each, so just 2.
Wait, I thought each thing was plus 1 damage. I thought something like that.
Because you're negating the plus 1 damage.
Oh, so you're already doing that math.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
so
sorry.
2 damage. No, you're good, you're good.
Basically, our things just cancel each other out.
Right.
And then the next attack, if I had another double, I would use my double if I had one.
Rip.
Yeah, unless I get a lot of 6s. But that is 4 damage.
Ouch! Oh, so close to dying.
So close.
And then
So
you
And yet
potentially
so far.
just go with him and then heal a whole bunch depending on how you roll.
I don't even need to roll. I just use Necrotic Siphon and heal 8 wounds for free,
Yeah.
which is very cool. Oh, let's do that. Why not?
No, wait.
What did that do?
Those are mine.
Oh, okay.
Those are mine now.
We'll go with the Necro, and he'll do something. He hasn't done anything, really. I will use Necrotic Siphon on the Pterodon with my double here. It does 4 damage to the Pterodon for free, and I gain 8 hit points, because that's balanced. So I'll take 10 off and add 3, or add 2 more, and then 1 more. Oh, no, just the 3.
Scott, are you taking away my moral victory?
I am.
You
I don't
son of a
want
biscuit.
to just win. I want you to feel bad as a person. That's the kind of gamer I am.
Now we're talking.
And there's my, I have 1 action to use.
Is this friendship?
No. I will swing at the, I only have 2 attacks. No, I have 3. I'll swing at the wounded Pterodon.
He hits actually pretty hard.
He does. What's the toughness?
3. So
All
I
right.
think you need 3s.
I do
think
need
you just
3.
mark him.
Yeah, that would be 3 damage.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay, 6. He has 6. Okay, so that's
He has 6,
1
so
overkill.
1 overkill, yeah.
Necro going hard in the paint.
I can't believe you've done this.
Sorry.
You're just gonna blowpipe twice at him.
You bitch.
You're gonna use your double to blowpipe at you twice and get poisoned. 2 shots.
Necrotic Siphon. Hype.
6. 2 damage.
So here's the question. Oh, never mind.
You can't because he's gone. So he has no more action, so you can't react.
Yeah, I thought maybe the reaction lasted, but it's obviously just 1 combat.
2 damage.
Damage.
That first 2 is all I got.
So we go from 5 up to a 10.
That's this guy. Oh my god. That's not good.
Oh my god. All right. What other homies are left here? I can pop that double 1 to move an extra inch. Ooh.
I forgot I had cookies.
That's such a Dan thing.
This is my new moral victory.
I'm gonna be a little bitch and run away.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'm trying to wait for you to come down so I can.
I can't get over there.
Oh, you can't? You're just up there?
Well, I just don't have enough movement.
Oh, okay.
So I think where you were, I could have gotten to you. So he's just gonna double blow pipe.
You're not gonna come down? I thought you were gonna come down to get my man holding treasure. I want to hit you with my button knives.
I can't get.
Come down!
Haven't you done enough with them? Nope. Nope.
He's dodging. He's dipping. He's ducking. He's diving.
The necromancer's just using the pterodon body as a shield. Hey, at least my pterodons lasted till turn 4. That's a positive note.
Yeah. I have nothing to do, really. Unfortunately, that double over there isn't super great. And I have no other doubles. Okay, all right. I'm going to actually use the double to go an extra inch and kind of clamber up this. Oh my god.
Are you throwing my models?
I am. I'm sorry. Fuck.
I painted those
I know.
in a week.
That's a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
All right. Skelebav rushed up the log ladder, hoisting his mace high, saying, "Come at me, bro."
Hey, conveniently, he's gonna turn around.
Holy shit! There's a skeleton up here now! Hey!
Holy shit.
Got a crit!
So that's 2.
Get that horse up that tree, Scoot.
3.
I'm trying.
I got 3 damage on
3 damage? Holy
Poison in your bones!
If the horse tries really hard, maybe it can climb that ladder.
Yeah, the horse is gonna like...
Do a sick wheelie.
I think.
Yeah. Wow, dude!
Do
Okay.
a sweet kick flip.
All right, that's
I
where
think
I
that's game.
That's game.
Good
Good game. Dan, any thoughts?
Honestly, I had more lives than I thought I would, to be honest.
Yeah.
With how hard your stuff hits, I think I probably should have committed more to grabbing objectives and running away.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, not having that guy like sitting up here where you have to bring your slow stuff to me. That one objective point makes a huge difference in this game mode, and I should have probably committed to getting that middle one as well.
Yeah.
Having the majority, and then forcing you to get your guys over here, and then just screening by just throwing little guys in your face. Because I can't, mathematically, I don't think, even if I roll super well with all my guys' attacks, I don't think I can kill 2 Blood Knights or a Blood Knight and a leader.
It's definitely
just
hard.
number of wounds, and that's something that's kind of interesting
High.
with WARCRY is just how like that disparity. Killing things is not always the option.
Why can't the Blood Knight just throw his lance? Yeah, you're right about killing things not being an option. I think if, and also in WARCRY, one element of strategy and list building is you can assign whatever models you want to be your hammer, anvil, and dagger.
Yeah.
And so maybe for you, what you should have done is had the foremost unit be your ranged guys. They split, grab the 2 side objectives, and then just climb up in the building and just stay there for the rest of the game, right? And then you rush the middle. And same for me, I should have my Necromancer in the front group so that he could get value immediately in the game, move up once, do a ranged attack a second time.
Yeah.
So that is part of the strategy as well, is how you organize your army, not just build the list.
Yep. And I think overall too, like you did a really good job setting up the board. Like there's a lot of verticality as well as
nice
access.
too.
Like
Good terrain.
I think the only thing that creates a non-interaction is just cavalry. That's the only ever downside to taking cavalry.
They seem
and
pretty good.
Beasts, like there is verticality, which means my beast could get to those objectives at the backfield, but being beast, I don't get the chance to interact with that objective.
Yeah.
But I could have also done things like run the beast behind. And instead of trying to take out your characters, I probably should have prioritized some of the little guys more, even though you could potentially bring one back.
I could with a triple, right?
With a triple.
Is it triple? No.
Yep,
No,
triple. Summon undead minions.
Yeah.
So you could bring one back, but if I'm tying up, like killing the little guys and tying up the space for you to get to those, that would have created a little bit more in my favor potentially. Because you being able to just run that guy back, as soon as you ran him back, I'm like, yeah, I should have done something to have prevented that.
Yeah.
Because that was very smart on your end.
Yeah, I figure the vampire and the one blood knight seem to be cleaning up your entire army. I don't need the skeleton to contribute.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I think I realized something I don't know. Something about this game just feels a little hollow to me. And effectively, what my army is these sheets. It's kind of like an RPG in that everyone has just a combination of these various stats, and that's what kind of makes them feel unique. I understand there are abilities in this game, but they only happen when you roll them.
Yep.
And so if you don't necessarily roll super well, you don't get to do the things, right?
Yeah.
So you don't get to pick to do these things. And you get the wild dice, but you can't use multiple wild dice to force like a triple from a single, which I think is very dumb. I think you should be able to do that.
Like if you have sat committing not using those wild dice for how many turns and not being able to duplicate, that's one thing that like I could see changing, or I could see being reasonable to change. But also, I'm not experienced enough to know why that isn't the way it is.
Maybe it breaks the game, but that's an example of this game not getting out of its own way and just like tripping on its shoelaces. Because it feels like this is where the heart of the game lives. And if I can't do my cool thing at least once in the game, even in a guaranteed way, because I saved my wild dice, it just kind of feels like all I'm doing is just walking up to someone and rolling a die or hitting twice. That's literally all I do.
It's basically then that sheet goes from all the things that you have highlighted that you can do. Yeah. Suddenly, then it goes to just like those doubles.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get at least some doubles, unless you roll like a full straight, which I did see at least once happen to someone. Like does not happen often. Hard to do. Like you're getting at least your double, but then it's forcing that to boil down to just you get your reaction is unique. And that.
Like maybe this, so first of all, this game is great for someone who's new to a war game. Like it's very lightweight. I haven't read the actual rule book, so there's probably like some weird pedantry when it comes to like terrain and cover and going upstairs and shit like that. But like for a war game, this is pretty bare bones. Which is great for beginners, but it just feels like it's kind of like it's missing something. And it needs something more. Like this is a skirmish game. And it's funny actually, it's a skirmish game, and typically what that means is when you drill down and get more specific, combat becomes more complex because you have the ability to do that. But compared to Age of Sigmar, the combat is actually simpler than a large-scale war game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, without defense saves and stacking modifiers,
bravery and stuff, like that's all gone. And so it's like this is a skirmish game, and the combat is simpler, and it's kind of like, oh, well, okay. I don't know. It's not a compelling system, but it'd be great for a beginner, I would say.
I feel like the complexity in this game comes from all of the scenario building and stuff, but most of that is randomly generated. But that's like where it is. It's like, you got all these different layouts and all these different objective types and all this other stuff.
Mike also says the models not having innate abilities that are unique and doable without a roll does feel like a bit of a miss. And maybe this game could take a page out of Dice Throne's book. Like, what if in Dice Throne you have 5 dice you roll, like in Yahtzee, and not only do you have numbers you're looking for, but you have symbols. So like symbol 1 through 3 is a claw, symbol 4 through 5 is an eyeball, and symbol 6 is a blood droplet. And so I roll my 6 dice, and I have various combos available to me based on not only the numbers, like doubles, singles, a straight, a full house, but I also have abilities available to me based on the symbols that came up. And that would kind of expand the system a little bit and be a little bit more interesting. That's a huge divergence, though. That's very different. But it's not a bad game at all.
Let them sell special dice, though. So now you've got GW.
There you go.
GW would be on board with that. 100%.
Oh, yeah, you got to buy your WARCRY dice.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new patch out for your faction, so you have to buy new dice.
These are the version
we got rid of the blood drop and added a trident. And to be tournament legal, it has to show the trident.
Here's my vintage non-trident vampire count dice.
Nothing wrong with the game. I feel like it feels like there could be more.
I feel like almost like the reactions should be something that's like, instead of a reaction, it should be something that's innate. Like my slippery ability, how little it comes into play versus how big of a detriment. Half the time, like that narrative event I was at, I didn't want to use it most of the time.
Yeah.
Even though it got me away from
Burning an
stuff,
action.
if things weren't killing me, burning that action was the problem.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a feel of that as well. But yeah, the other thing is that there's not a lot of universal actions that you can do. Like you can move, swing, disengage, and wait. Like there's nothing else complicated that you can really do.
Yeah.
But you know, not a terrible game, just a little bit lightweight.
Yeah.
Can I bring my black coach in a Warcry? Maybe.
Some of the big things I was going to say, one of the things I was going to mention too is we also aren't playing with any of like the monsters and stuff like that. Like Scott could have technically taken like a zombie dragon or a Terrorgeist.
Serious?
Wait,
But
what?
it would be-
You can't take a zombie dragon into
You can,
Warcry.
but it's literally like half your points.
Why didn't you give me that?
Because they have
That's
a lot
so
of
cool.
benefits, but a lot of detriments.
No, it's probably better for this scenario, especially to have.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'd fit the fucking base of the model.
Exactly. That's the other downside.
Wherever
Is
you
like some of
want.
that big stuff. I mean, they made like homemade rules for Gotrek.
Oh yeah.
There's a white dwarf, one of these cards that's Gotrek, and it's just like everyone versus Gotrek. He just like can't mathematically die in one game, and he just like rolls a shit ton of dice and just nukes stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was the game. Hope you guys enjoyed us playing Warcry and getting to see Dan's Hunters of Huanchi.
Yeah, lizards with hats.
Lizards with hats.
Lizards with hats.
Versus Soulblight Gravelords. We're going to be streaming on YouTube for this entire month, and so that means that the next painting stream on this following Tuesday will be here on YouTube, and then also the second gaming stream on the third Thursday of this month will also be here on YouTube. That game isn't yet determined. Hopefully it'll be either Legion or X-Wing, but if it's not, maybe Warcry again.
Yeah.
We'll see. Any parting words, Evan or Dan?
I think that's it. It was a
Paint
fun
more
game.
minis.
Any more minis?
Paint more minis.
I have 24 points and he has 1.
I don't know what the actual point total was. I just know
There's
that's
no
what it
points
felt
in
like.
this one. It's just whoever has more wins.
Give us an up
How
close
would
to
how
the
would you run
lizards.
that for a tournament? Is it just winner loser, or do they have secondary points or something for?
Most tournaments run secondary points too. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 24-1.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking actually for a stream, we would like nix these player cams and just have them point at the board, and then whenever there's a player cam, just use the wide shot. Because there aren't any close shots of models, and that is a little sad, and that's the main reason why we play miniature war games.
You're only saying that because you're actually playing with a painted force for once.
I mean, that happens fairly often. Like I would say 1/3 of the time. Because of the Age of Sigmar. And I painted
Which
models.
we're going to play plenty more of on stream. Just so you can play with your painted models.
That's true, yes. So a lot of people don't give me shit in chat.
Yeah, Warcry is Scott's favorite game. I have fully painted warband. I have several fully painted warbands.
Scott says
They're all
it's nice to
Soulblight
get
Gravelords.
close-ups on the field. Yeah.
All right, we're going to do it right now. Chat, hang tight.
Oh God.
Oh, are we experimenting?
We're experimenting.
The experiments.
Well, no, I think everything can stay the way it is. I'm gonna cannibalize your camera. Hold on.
Stand in front of your camera now.
Bye, Dan.
Bye forever.
It's gonna just turn blinding white.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to go to the wide shot while he does this.
All right.
I was on the end stream button, but
I want to show off Dan's pretty models.
I understand.
That's fair. I painted them. A lot of them died, but I did paint them. Yeah, that's the one thing. Like this warband, I had a lot of fun with just painting. So like, I went to that narrative event. I tied 1 game, lost 2, but had like a blast the entire time. And this very much is kind of like that Frostgrave, like beer and pretzels too.
Scott, I like this idea. We just need a set that's like 3 feet wider. Because people lean out of the wide shot constantly.
Yeah.
Maybe if we had both players at the back of the table for some sort of game where you play shoulder to shoulder, then it'd be really easy.
Yeah.
I got some
Got some hats.
hats. Where are the special ones?
Where is this guy?
It's underexposed. What the fuck? Needs to be brighter.
Yeah, because it's miniatures.
What?
Smaller it is, the more light you need.
That's how that works.
Sure.
It's
It's science, Scott. There's less photons hitting it.
I mean, I guess you're right. That's cool. And you got the skull guy.
Skull
Grab one of the
guy.
pterodons.
Yeah.
So how much conversion did you do to these guys, Dan?
So pterodons, I didn't do anything. The basic dudes, basically all the lizardmen, I gave Empire hats, where I just butchered the Empire head out of the underside of every one of these hats.
It's all right, you don't need those. You're not going to play the old world.
Exactly. Just dremeled out like a little hollow thing so I could put the hats on. So they're all Empire hats, and then any of the melee ones, instead of having the little star, I think they're called like star cudgels or something like that, they all have cutlasses from Dark Elf Corsairs.
Nice.
So they all have like cutlasses, because I wanted to give them like a conquistador theme. And then, so this character I gave, one of my favorite bits, there's like an Empire, I think it comes in the Greatsword kit, but he's got like this very fancy little hand axe with like a little fleur-de-lis cut out.
A little shield.
And then the little Bretonnian shield. And then a bunch of them have stuff like, you killed one of my favorites at one point. Where's Mr. Boozman? There's one of the little dudes with blowpipes that just has these like double, he's got a pistol, but like one of them has just like double clay pots of just like booze bottles. One of them has a little dwarf beer stein.
This one right here, I think is.
Yeah.
Who's your leader lizard?
Leader lizard is this guy, and he's got the big little, he's got the weird little like waddle, where it's just like this connected little bit under the throat.
Set up cattle prods just off screen to help us from not leaning out. Yeah, that'll definitely work.
I'm on board with this idea.
Evan is, oh no, he's the one. Yeah, so he's got those little booze bottles, which I love. Just strapped to his hip.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other thing I had fun with was messing around with, like, I did basically the whole army in like a week with contrast paints, but so I did some stuff where almost like pseudo wet blending with the contrast, where I'd have the green wet and then I'd have whatever the base was. So if it was sand or that rock, I would take those two colors, leave them wet, and then pull them together, and it would create like a blend effect.
Yeah, and there's a decent amount of texture on the lizards as well because of their scales. So that helps with blending a little bit.
Yeah, contrast really helped with them. It really worked for them to make it like each one of these dudes maybe was like 15, 20 minutes. But then, yeah, doing that blend effect, it makes them look like the chameleon skinks are actually blending into whatever they're on top of.
Nice.
So it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I look forward to playing more with it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the game, Dan. Appreciate it. Tune in next Tuesday to catch a painting stream. And then the third Thursday of this month to catch our other gaming stream, all here on YouTube. Otherwise, guys, we'll head out now. Catch you next Tuesday. See you guys.